welcome back to the Harbingers D&D campaign. We are so excited to be back here with you guys, and oh, is the stream there we go. We are very excited to be back here with y'all, to be back to continue the adventure tonight. So as people are rolling in, we'll give a couple announcements here real quick. First off is we have a Discord. So if you guys want to come join our community, but for both other creators as well as for fans of the show, fans of Rosemary PG Studios, come join our Discord. The link is online on our YouTube and our website. Melody Wolf, Seji, welcome in. We're happy to have you guys. Lady Noir. As for other announcements, Greg, would you announce those who have gotten audience inspiration, please?
Oh, absolutely. We have 3 people who have got up here that are new. I'll just go through them and then tell you everyone else. Lady Noir, C1 Class, and Melody Wolf have gained inspiration for answering our question last week. Jonathan, Seji, Nick, and Jams all still have inspiration from previous sessions. So, again, here's that list again. Just if you hear your name, you got inspiration. Lady Noir, C1 Class, Melody Wolf, Jonathan, Seji, Nick, and Jams. So, if you're in there, you can influence the story in lots of different ways. So,
yes, we are so excited. And remember, for audience inspiration points allows you to affect the roles in the game. So you can give advantage or disadvantage to any role of your choosing. Additionally, if you guys have ideas on how to change the game throughout watching the show tonight, by all means put them in the chat. If you think one of them should make a role, well, put it in the chat and we'll see. We're testing out that little bit right now. So if you guys have ideas, be sure to put them in the chat. Or I'm looking at the chat right now. I should be talking to the camera. Be sure to put them in the chat. Yes, we're super happy to have you guys here. All players become corgi wolves from discount potions. I'm sure we can make that happen for a minute.
Session.
Corgi wolf session. I love it. In other news, other announcements, or I guess the last announcement here, or I guess 2 announcements. 2 announcements. One, if you guys have fan art, please, 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 we would love to see it. We'd love to see your guys' artistry. And if you want to share with us your fan art, just post it into our Discord channel. It's super quick and easy to join. All free. I don't know if everyone knows about Discord, but Discord's free. So just post your fan art in there and we'll absolutely love to see it. We love you guys. And last but not least, we are going to FanX, which is the Salt Lake City FanX convention. Well, it's held in Salt Lake City at the Salt Palace, and it starts on Thursday this upcoming week, and we are so excited for it. And we are excited to see some of you guys who will be attending FanX as well. We'd love to see as many of you guys there as are coming. So, and if you have friends that are going, tell them to go pick up some Harbinger stickers for you guys, or a campaign keeper, because we are unveiling our products there. Our campaign keeper is an amazing TTRPG notebook that allows you to keep all of your campaign notes well organized all in one space. Tripping over my words tonight, sorry. And you can take notes just like Nuri. Those are hopefully eventually might be available online. Well, in the future at some point, maybe we'll see. But as of right now, they're only available at FanX. So if you'd like to get one, make sure you go to FanX and be able to pick up a campaign keeper of your own and some Harbinger stickers, because we've got a ton of those. So yeah, we're super excited. We hope to see you guys there. So we love you. Any other announcements that I'm missing, Sierra?
There will be no Harbingers game next Friday because we will be at FanX. But we'll be back the week after that.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for that reminder. No Harbingers next week, sadly. But come to FanX, come see us. And keep up with us on Instagram because we'll be posting pictures of us and our booth at FanX. So you guys can figure out where we are and just enjoy the fun with us. Okay. Alrighty. Anything? I think that's it for announcements, guys. So let's just hop into the recap of last session and then we'll dive straight into the story. And that recap is done by none other than our resident monk. Well, Dane is his real name, but Douse is his player name.
No, I'm a monk IRL. Yeah. Totally know how to throw some punches.
Gotta put your weight behind it, right?
I was told, yeah, follow through. That's all very important. Anyways, previously on the Harbingers, we have date night. Woo! We start off with Amaris and Dabdan, who decide to go and visit the town, see the sights. It is a magical evening where they go to a wonderful seafood restaurant by the name of Mal's, that's what I believe. In addition, we have Douse and Dane, who go for an under-the-sea extravaganza as they find out if the seaweed is greener in Utopia's lake. As they share wonderful time together. We come with Dusty, who is reunited with his long-lost love of books. And he's able to come to know more about the Heartstone. And just the many magical mysteries that come behind it, as well as a peek into the scattering event. And seeing all the many strong people who sacrifice so much for it. And we end with Nuri and Esmond going to visit the in-laws. Ooh. Not a well started out reception, but through the wonderful adorableness that is Ami, many hearts are softened, and eventually the family reunites. Mostly. Bor was not too happy. And we end the evening off.
I guess you could say he was a bore.
He was very bored of that situation and left. We end the evening with everybody either going to sleep or Dusty, who hears people walking around outside and follows the king and Dabdan into a mysterious underground cave that leads to our dragon friend, which I am blanking on his name. I have it written right here. Aristelium, yes! And witnesses the wonderful event of Dabdan receiving his inheritance. What that means, we can only find out. Welcome to the Harbingers!
Woo! Thank you so much for that. We are excited.
I did my best voiceover voice.
It was perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Thank you.
And Seji, I saw your comment, the except for bore lol, and I literally was like, ah! Oh, but yeah, the delay. I'm sorry, Seji. Oh, goodness. Alrighty. Well, back into the story. As everyone starts to wake up in the castle, each in their own bedrooms, some shared with their spouses, as you guys wake up feeling refreshed and ready for the day. It seems to be such, like, it feels like you guys got such an amazing night's sleep. That you just wake up feeling refreshed and ready. And when you wake up to the smell of fresh bacon and fruit, like this fruity tone kind of in the air. Fruity and bacon.
Jam?
Jam, yes, like jam kind of stuff.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Douse's pillow may be more than just his normal water, but a little bit of drool with all this smell.
Yeah, he's like, oh, yes. Oh, goodness.
Awesome. Dusty will just get up and just begin packing his stuff. He's like, oh, interesting smell. Well, start packing his stuff up.
Can Dusty even smell, right? He's a warforged. He can smell, right?
He can smell. Technically,
he can taste, right?
It says that he doesn't have to breathe, which means that technically he can.
He breathes for Dusty the scorpion inside of him.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's how I've interpreted that. But yeah, he can smell and he can taste. That is an established canon.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. I had to clarify here.
Yeah.
I remember this specifically because Douse asked about his food and cooking.
Yeah, I'm just being extra silly about it.
I love it. Alrighty. Well, as you guys get up and start heading out, you notice that there is a note outside all of your doors requesting to join the king and Davdan in the banquet hall for some breakfast before you all set out. Alrighty. So you guys all head out, meet up with each other, and head to the banquet hall where the table is full to the brim of all sorts of breakfast delights. There's pancakes, waffles, eggs Benedict, there's bacon, scrambled eggs. I'm trying to think of there's baked beans for a proper English breakfast.
Biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy, toast.
I thought you were gonna say tofu. I was like, what?
No.
The classic breakfast item.
Tofu.
Up at the head of the table is the king, Vinali, and to his right-hand side is Davdan. Beside him, to the other side, he does welcome Dusty to sit there, to the left of Vinali, and after that, you guys can all take place seated wherever you would like.
Yeah, Dusty will sit where he was gestured to sit to. We'll go there.
Douse would find a seat next to Dane.
Alrighty. And Dane grabs your hand as she goes over, and you notice that she's plopping a full-on classic British breakfast on her plate. Honestly, they're delicious.
He does the gentleman thing where he pulls the chair out, lets her sit down.
Oh, so cute.
And then he's like, I'll be right back. He goes, grabs his own food, and comes back.
Yes. I love that. Oh, and Silverdusk said everyone sits in a way that makes Amaris sit by Davdan. You know what? Yeah. Everyone sits in a way that Amaris is ultimately sat next to Davdan. And Amaris, next to you is Dane, and then it's Douse. Nuri, it'll be Esmond next to Dusty, and then you, and then Ami. And then everyone else filling in the rest. Amaris, from across the table and down the ways, you see your mom looking at you, and she's pointing at Davdan come on, make your move. as you guys
Amaris
are... Oh.
Amaris is looking away.
She's like, no, not gonna look at you. At one point, Dane actually turns to you and is like, oh, you got a little something, and she uses her thumb to wipe some food off your lips.
Oh, thank you. At least he's like something else on her. He's like,
he's like, yeah.
return the favor.
Oh, cute. Nuri, at one point, one of the servants, essentially, not quite a servant, but someone who's just like happy to be there, serving kind of a thing, you know. They head on over towards you, and they notice some bread on your plate, and they're like, would you like some jam with that?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
They offer it to Esmond, and he's like, yes, definitely, please. And he turns to you and he goes, the jam here is amazing.
I'll have to take your word for it. I'm just not feeling it this morning.
He's like, you good?
Yes, it's just a little nausea, honey. Just a little nausea.
I remember this.
She'll just pick at her bread.
And he begins to start, he actually talks to one of the servants privately for a second, and then they head out, presumably, to go do something, he asked. Well, you guys all eat to your fill, as much as you want to eat. It is divine. Every bit of morsel of food is just amazing and just so flavorful. You didn't think that food like this could become this flavorful. But eventually it gets to the close of breakfast, and Venali stands at his seat and raises his glass of... At this point, this is just like some sort of juice drink. And he raises it up and he goes, may I have your attention, everyone? As you all begin to head out on your journey today, here in the Lux Kingdom, we would like to officially wish you the best of luck and send you away with whatever it is that you need on this journey. And we do hope that you'll return swiftly and safely. If there's anything that we can provide for you all now, please speak it, and it shall be granted of you. Douse.
More jam.
He kind of laughs a little bit and he goes, absolutely.
Thank you.
He goes, Minara, will you please make sure that their ship is fully stocked with our finest jams? And she goes, of course, and heads out. And he says, anything else?
Health potions, magic items, spell scrolls.
Absolutely. I know we've stocked a little bit of those on the ship, but we can make sure to add some more.
Oh, wonderful.
Is there anything we need for a return trip to not get targeted by the dragon per se?
We have spoken with Eroselium, and he will make sure, he will stop you, as he will everyone coming in and out. He will stop you and make sure that essentially you're not bringing anyone we wouldn't want here on board. And then you'll be able to pass.
Okay.
You gotta go through
Yeah.
customs, essentially,
Yeah.
but then you'll make it through.
All right. You just gotta put all your packages, let it go through in front of the dragon.
Dragon sniffing them like, are these Moldovan sausages? Those haven't been legal here since...
How many ounces is in this watering can?
Exactly. No liquids past X amount of ounces.
Ooh, that's bottomless decanter of water. We do not allow those. It's way too many ounces.
Way too many ounces. Oh, I have enjoyed our company, albeit it has been very short time, but I do wish you all the best, and I do wish, and he looks down at Davdan, for the safe return of my son. And for the safe return of you all. The world is in good hands with you lot. Well, here's to the beginning of a new era, or the continuation of the current one. And he raises his glass once more and takes a drink.
Bestial pick up his glass and raise it, and then just kind of set it back down without drinking it. This whole time he hasn't been eating anything. He's just kind of been sitting there. Anyone who questioned me, he's like, "Oh, I'm fasting for our trip." It's a religious thing.
To each their own.
It's a religious thing.
It's a religious.
I don't believe in the consumption of other materials.
It's actually a really pompous thing. It has nothing to do with religion. No, it's just because you guys made it.
Oh, that's racist.
Super.
Whoa.
Oh,
He only
sorry.
eats things that he's bought personally, and because you guys don't actually sell.
Yes.
Yeah. They're very giving. Seji goes, "You gotta pour out the decanter." Starts pouring forever. So,
Yeah.
you sure this isn't proper authorized?
Sure, I can't just bring it in.
Any second now, don't worry, it'll stop.
Yeah, exactly. Oh gosh, I love it. Okay.
The sea level rises a couple inches that day.
Oh, because that's what's really at the bottom of the ocean, a decanter of endless water that's just upside down. Alrighty. Well, with that, you all cheers to the beginning of the end. And you can finish your breakfasts. The other servant... Oh, yes, Nuri?
At near the end or whatever, when we start walking out of this, Nuri's gonna try and make a little detour to go to the bathroom, but instead she's actually going to try and talk to the king when Esmond's not around.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Esmond actually goes over to the servant that he had talked to earlier, and it looks like that servant is handing him a container. So he goes with Ami and well, actually, before you leave, he kisses you on the cheek and says, "I will head to the ship and make sure everything's prepared, unless you would like me to stay with you."
Oh, it's okay. I'll just be a moment. Yes, got me situated. Thank you, Esmond.
Of course, my love.
She's gonna go to the bathroom.
the
But not.
bathroom. Alrighty. The rest of the group ends up heading off back towards the boat. Nuri, you stop to talk to Vanali. Do you wish for Davdan to be there or not?
Either would be fine.
Okay. Yeah, Davdan is there speaking to his father, but as you approach, Davdan just smiles and says, well, I'll see you on the boat.
Of course. Can I talk to your majesty for just a moment? Clearly talking to the king.
And Vanali goes, please, it's just Vanali, and yes, you may.
Vanali. So... Random question. What would we have to do to break Esmond's curse?
The curse. Well, that came about from the Heartstone itself. I'm unable to do anything about it as of now, but if the Heartstone were healed and restored, then it would be possible to change him back to his original state.
Sounds easy enough. So if once we heal the stone, we can come back and you'll fix the curse that you put on him? Is that correct?
Yes, I can't say the same for the other betrayers, but if Esmond shows that he is truly changed by helping save the world here, then absolutely.
Wonderful. I don't care either way, but he does miss the sunlight, so
Understandable.
thank you. That's all. Also, have you seen any change in the Heartstone? Did you know it was dying before we showed up?
I could tell it was weakening, and there were signs of it being corrupted, and I do not wish for that to continue.
Right, well, obviously not, because the world would end. Okay, last question. Anything we should know about Nuvian before we fight him? You fought him once before and won, so tips, tricks?
Well, Nuvian is very prideful and very proud of his abilities. Be careful, as he is more powerful than most. A very formidable foe.
Any idea what those powers are that are so spectacular? Is he like a wizard? A sorcerer? A warlock?
A mixture, to be honest. He... Suffice it to say, he's a very powerful opponent, and you would do well to have Davdan by your side when fighting him.
Nuri seems like she's about to... She's like... Yes, but this is a matter of life or death for the whole world, so could you give some more details? You said he's a mixture. Do you have specifics? Do you have any weaknesses besides daylight?
To be honest, when we defeated him before, it was through using the Heartstone. By cursing his people. Well, him and his followers, essentially. And with that, we had Aracelium to help us as well. He wasn't able to help too much, but it was honestly, truly through the Heartstone that we ended up being able to banish him away from here. If you were to return here after healing the Heartstone and Nuvian wasn't defeated, we could try something. But I fear his corruption is just ever growing, and the Heartstone itself is weak and unable to give off the same blessings as it once was.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate the information. Well,
You're welcome.
see you if we don't die, I guess. And good luck with the kingdom and all.
Well, thank you. I do hope Davdan is returned safely and that you all survive this adventure.
Yep. Okay. Gonna go kill one of your sons now. Just gonna turn and start to walk away.
He's like, yep. I've already accepted his fate. He sealed that a long time ago. As you're like walking off.
She's gonna just be like, thumbs up. Not sure how to. She's feeling awkward, so she's gonna go. She's just like,
You sure you're not related to them? Alrighty. Well, with that, you guys are heading back towards the boat. You notice that several elves have actually like lined the path towards the boat, and they're cheering you on, being like, "Yeah, go save the world! We're rooting for you!"
I was not expecting the parade.
Davdan whispers to you. He goes, "Neither was I." It usually takes quite a scene to rouse everyone here.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I mean, I guess it is quite a scene. Dusty's just kind of like waving to people, just kind of like really awkwardly, just like.
You've got like
going down.
you got a lot of people. They're not like going crazy, but they definitely are cheering and being like, "Yeah, like we're so happy! Like you guys go, rock it!" You know, like cheering you on, kind of a thing. I will say there was one guy. Have you guys seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yep.
Oh my gosh,
And
wait,
you
I
guys
think
I
I
know
know.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and the one guy at the island of Kyoshi, I think it was,
Yep.
when they
Yep.
find out the Avatar lives, and Aang's like showing off his like skills, and the one guy's like frothing at the mouth. He's like, "Ah!" and like passing out. Yeah, we're gonna say there's one dude that's doing that.
I was gonna say that I could totally see Dusty just be like those animatronics on the parade or the floats in the parade.
Just the very like even.
Very robotic, doesn't really move much.
Awesome.
Yeah, as they are getting on the ship and like starting to sail away, Amaris will cast dancing lights and make it look like fireworks.
Oh, I love that. Fireworks as you guys start to sail away into the mist. As you guys enter back into the ship and get on the pier and everything, you notice that the mist starts to enshroud everything once more. And yes, Seji, totally. But the mist begins to enshroud you once more, and from beneath the waters you hear a rumbling as Aerocelium rises, the water spilling off of him and back into the sea as he looks at you all. Follow me. And he turns and he begins flying outwards to help guide you guys out of the mist.
Awesome.
Okay. You guys get on the ship, and the ship is very fully stocked with so many different things. There is like a couple containers of like fresh foods and whatnot, but most of the stuff that they've packed you is stuff that can be that's preserved, that will last you guys a lot longer. There's a lot of jam. You guys have about 50 potions of healing. Sierra, you have 20 spell scrolls. You're like, uh-huh.
Solid.
They're all blank. You just have 20 of them.
Hey, bet I have a thing now where I can do stuff with that.
So
Epic.
I'm a scribe.
I'll say that of these spells, I'll say that 5 of them are ones that you already know, and then the rest can be ones that you don't know, and I will allow you to pick that.
You sure about that?
No, but yes.
Okay.
Just from Sierra's face alone, I can tell you are giving her way too much.
How about 10 v 10? 10 or 10 that you know already, and then 10 you can pick.
You sure you don't want the chaos of 15?
Yeah, we're gonna do 10. Well, I mean, you're still a prepared spellcaster. You
Hello,
prepare
the Swiss
your
Army
spells.
knife of all wizards.
Exactly.
Okay, 10 unknown.
Yeah. So I'll let you pick those. I know it's got to remove the temptation from her. That glint in your eyes of like, oh.
You sure about this?
Also, just for you guys' information, the jam here is this like mixture of strawberry and raspberry along with honey, like a hint of honey, and it is just amazingly delicious, especially on the pumpkin like bread that they've given you guys. Pumpkin bagels and whatnot, very delicious. Pumpkin's so good, guys. Try
Guys,
it.
we don't even have to save the world. Let's just retire.
Just
Retire for the
we got
last
2 weeks. This is
14
great.
days.
2 weeks of partying.
Epic. Yeah, Dusty, as we're going, Dusty will be like, he'll sort of enter onto the boat, sort of looking around, and he'll, as he's like walking in, he'll be like, as like we're waving out, he's like, oh, I better go do that, and he starts the boat going. But as we've like started, Dusty will sort of call out for people to come over so he can talk to them. It's like, you come hear my words. I have important information to share.
All right, everyone gathers around you.
Dusty will, as we're like following Aerocelium, he's like, I got some interesting information. I've already shared it with Douse, but I figured I should relay it to the rest of you. And what follows is Dusty explaining his experience about the I guess the dreaming vision thing he had. Douse technically saw it already, but I think he's the only one who actually heard about it. Well, I guess Wei too, technically.
Yeah, I do remember Wei wanting to go see that in the morning.
Oh,
Would
yeah.
there have been time for that, or are we like rushed out?
Oh, to
She
see
did wanna
the like
the
picture.
Heartstone. Oh yeah,
Or she wanted to go see the Heartstone.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I'll say that happened earlier while like Nuri was discussing with the king.
Yes, I totally forgot she wanted to do that.
I'll say that you guys were able to like go past the Heartstone, and Wei was like, huh. But she gave no other like information.
She's back
Okay.
to being cryptic. Oh no.
Just because we've gotten this far into it.
We've gotten this far. Okay, fine. But yeah, Dusty relates the vision he had. He makes sure to pause when he's like, "This is important. You might want to write this down, Nuri," and waits for Nuri to bring out her notebook and stuff, and then he will start describing stuff. But yeah, he'll just describe what we saw last session.
Mm-hmm.
For time's sake, I won't re-describe it. But he finishes saying that, and he says, "I just think it was important for historical context." He turns towards Davdan, who's on the boat with them.
Mm-hmm.
He turns towards Davdan and says, "Your historical relaying of the story seemed to be slightly different than the vision I had, but I mean, the picture inside of the library matched my well, I suppose as good as it could, the vision I had, although I did not see everything. Just thought it would be good to let you know."
Have you had visions like this before? Davdan asks.
Nope, not even once. This time was unique, though. I was intentionally seeking. He like looks back towards like Davdan. He glances towards Esmond.
I mean, Davdan has the token of virtue.
He
So-
does have the token of virtue. Dusty's thinking about it. He's like, I was focusing into the token that I hold. I was trying to
You hold
relate.
a token. Which one?
Yes, the token of diligence. It was actually gifted to my father, and he gifted it to me for this journey, of course. But
Well, he sounds like a very good father.
yes, very trustworthy, very diligent, as it would turn out.
I can imagine.
But that is how I received this vision. I tried to focus in on the token itself and diligence as a concept, and I got there. So
That is quite the amazing vision. Maybe we could recount that to the scribes back at home.
oh, speaking of, and he puts his knee on the steering wheel to hold it in place. He pulls off his pack, and then pulls out the parchment that he wrote his experience on, and sort of like hands it towards Davdan.
Oh, okay.
Says, I would like you to hold on to this and return it to your libraries. If they are willing to accept it. I'm not sure about the historical, whatever, publishing process, blah, blah, blah. But I'm sure you'll find a way.
Thank you, Dusty. I will make sure that this is treasured within our halls.
Thank you.
And he puts it in his pack.
Okay. Dusty will kind of lean back up, set his pack back on his shoulder, hands back on the steering wheel, and he will look across like the rest of the party, almost as if like any questions, any thoughts, or whatever.
Nuri's just like
as a last minute thing.
copying
Oh, yeah.
everything down.
Just
She's furiously writing, getting a little bit of a hand cramp. And
yep. Yep. And Dusty will just kind of nod. And at this point, he will actually, like, cause the boat to speed up a bit. He'll, like, punch it with a little bit of his magic to try and go just a little bit faster, just in case. You never know.
You hear Aerocelium as he goes, I am not some horse that you can beat to go faster.
Well, I mean, he, like, calls out, I mean, in 2 weeks, that wouldn't be the worst experience you could have. So, just trying to be quick, not trying to be snarky.
It's quick you want. And
yes.
he starts zooming off.
Oh, we're gonna get lost.
And
in the
now we're
mist.
lost.
He's like, he's a little more childish than I thought he was going to be. He just kind of like mutters. He's like, well, I'll try to keep up with him.
Dabden's like, he does have the pride of a dragon.
Groan.
So you start to go forward and you realize that you've completely lost Aerocelium, and you're just hoping that you're going in the right direction at this point. And after about like 20 minutes, like you guys it's official, you're lost. Like there's just mist everywhere, you have no idea.
Nice. Very good.
Dang, mocking a dragon, yeah.
Yep. Hey,
Dabdan goes to the helm of the boat. To the prow. And he's like, Aerocelium! Please, he's sorry! Come back!
No, he's not. We never surrender.
We never surrender.
I'm just kidding.
We'll fight him off ourselves.
And in 2 weeks, the world ends.
Yep, at the end. Thank you for watching The Harbinger. No.
We're all just all dead.
Anyways, after about 20 minutes of Dabdan being like, Aerocelium! The dragon returns and says, fast enough for you?
Yep. I underestimated you. I apologize.
You did. Now follow closely. And he begins to fly again forward, this time at a faster pace. So you guys are going faster.
So I did win.
Oh my gosh. You guys do notice by the way that the dragon is leading you that you definitely got off course. For like 40 minutes you guys were traveling in the wrong direction. So, whoops. But
Whoopsies.
the dragon leads you out of the mist, and as he heads out, you guys break free and finally are able to see the sunlight again. The crystal, well, not crystal, the sweeping waters ahead of you, the sea salts in the breeze. Douse. Way is like so dang excited. The bracelet starts to get warm. As she's like, ocean water! Ocean water!
I imagine Douse is very much fighting the urge to be like just the dog with his head out the window as well. Just enjoying the ocean. Everybody's like,
I love it. With that, the dragon points out your direction to go for the humility trial. And Aerocelium says, I do hope the world will be in good hands. I guess we'll see if we're all dead in 14 days' time. And with that, he turns and heads back into the mist.
one way or another, we'll see him in 14 days. Whether it's here or on
Yep.
that hillside.
Well,
Yeah.
if the hillside even still functions, Dusty kind of mumbles. So, I mean, if it has any connection to the Heartstone, the fact that we have these comas going on, we still haven't confirmed exactly what's going on with how that works, but hopefully it'll be fine. And we won't have to really worry about that. We'll save the world. So
You'll
it's,
go save the
you know.
world.
It's
Alrighty.
as simple as that.
You don't want to see both good and bad endings? We'll just quick save.
Quick save.
Quick save, you guys just like mess around for 14 days. Alright, so it will take you 3 days of flying at the very minimum amount to make it to the humility trial.
Oh yeah, Dusty will be speeding up the boat that whole time. So 3 days with speeding up. Do I take exhaustion from this? I remember in the past we had been exhausted.
I'll say yes, take 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay.
As you are trying to speed the boat quite a bit to make it there. So 3 days have passed, and at this point, you guys are over the hills and valleys again.
3 days, you said?
Yes, 3 days. And you guys are now above the hills and valleys of the Abesta Kingdom. So let me move you guys to the world map. Or, well, you guys, sorry, Kudora Kingdom.
During those 3 days, can I ask Ray Nymph a question?
Absolutely. If there's anything you guys wanted to specifically do during that time, just let me know. Alright.
I'm going to ask Ray, how powerful is she? Like, what level is she?
Why do you ask?
On a scale of 1 to 20.
I was reading through some of my research stuff back when I was first trying to figure out how to revive Ami, and I came across one of these spells that I'm just curious if you can cast.
She is a level like 13 cleric, I think.
Ah, okay. Darn.
What spell is it? Is it a level 9 spell? Is that what you were thinking?
Yes?
What spell? Is it like power word kill?
No, it's True Resurrection, or... No, it's not even that one. I have to find it again. There's a Resurrection one where you don't need the person's full
where you
body.
need like a scrap of them.
Yeah.
Isn't that True Resurrection?
True Resurrection, but there's... Okay. I found it last
trying
week.
to resurrect? The
I know
king?
there's reincarnation. Or something like that.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
I think True Resurrection is the one that it's you resurrect with just like a hair or something like that.
So, I know there's this spell. I'm not sure which one it is. I found it before. I don't know where it went. I think it might be the reincarnation one.
Reincarnation makes it so they have to change their race as well.
Yes. Okay, that's the one. That's the one I want to know if she can cast.
Why?
Oh, wait. Maybe she can. Wait, that's only a level 5? What? Wait.
Yes.
I thought it was a level 9.
Reincarnate specifically.
Oh, it's druid only? I thought clerics could cast that. Never mind.
Hi. But you know who can cast and
Yes,
has
he's not down.
resurrection reincarnate prepared?
Who are you trying to reincarnate?
So, when
Dusty,
Nuri realizes, she's
the
like, hey, can you
scorpion.
cast this? I'm assuming Ray's like, only druids can cast that. And she's
Yeah,
like,
Ray's like,
"Dang it."
only druids can, and that's a 5th level spell. Dusty probably could cast it.
but that's the
Dusty's
thing.
on the helm.
She looks around. I'm assuming they're downstairs. She goes, Dusty will be dead. We need to bring him back, but he'll need a new body because he won't have a heart.
Ah.
See, it's
I
perfect.
see.
All we need is a piece of him. We can get... Well, okay, we need more than a piece of him. But we can give him a new body in a different race. He'll have his own heart. He'll survive it. Us removing his heart. He'll survive.
I mean,
But you're not a druid, so that's very inconvenient.
I apologize. I guess. Wait, no, I don't apologize. I'm a cleric.
We
No,
do
and I
have the
appreciate you
heralds.
so much, Ray. I appreciate you so much.
I've done a lot for you guys.
No, yes, you have. You've done so much. I'm forever grateful. I'm just trying to think of ahead how to solve this problem.
Well, I do
Never
have
mind.
a friend.
That's a druid?
That's a druid, yes. I don't know if they can cast reincarnate. I know they are powerful.
That's fine. I have a spell scroll for this. I just need someone who's a druid that can cast it.
I mean, they are. My friend is in Sunshield, so we could go in the Akosha Kingdom.
If it even exists.
Anymore.
We could try and stop by there on our way to Faye.
This is a wonderful plan. I'll talk to Dusty. I just wanted to make sure someone could do it first, you know.
Yeah, of course.
We could even... No, that'd be cruel. Never mind.
What?
I don't know if I want to say it.
What?
Very low.
You don't have to say it in character. I'm just so curious what it was.
High or low?
Hi.
Nuri in character. She's like, oh, you know what we could do? No. And then if Ray's like, what? She'll be like, we could do it even before we do the ritual. We just would have to unalive him first. Very simple. We just take out the heart a little early.
You know the thing that's practically running the ship that we're on? Let's kill it.
Just a little early.
Let's just kill him.
Just kill the driver.
You know the big ship we're on? Yeah, no, let's kill the only
Let's kill the
person who
driver.
knows it. I mean, once you guys reach Faye,
Temporarily.
For just a moment, he can pick up the thing again.
He doesn't even have to know. I mean, it's
Take it out.
just like. Oh.
It's just
I mean,
like
to be
unplugging
fair-
him from the socket and plugging him back in.
to be fair, when you guys meet up with Miles and Thea, Miles does know how to drive the ship.
Yes, but Dusty is the one powering the ship.
Well, it's technically the token. So,
Oh.
So
You'll
the
have the
token
tokens, though.
has the ability to recharge essentially anything. So
see,
and
we're
like
just a little early.
so the token itself could continue to like run the ship, and then once the token is like consumed, essentially this ship has like a portion of the ability of the Harbinger of Diligence in it. You guys
Okay.
technically wouldn't need the token to keep running the ship. You would just need someone who knows how to drive the ship.
Gotcha. I was thinking it was Dusty knew how to control the power of the token to make it go into the ship, kind of a thing. But
Oh, yeah. So he did that. He did know that, and that's how he ended up powering the ship. And he does have special abilities he can do with the ship because he has the token. So that's where, like, the invisibility comes in and, like, stuff like that. If Dusty did not have... If you guys did not have the Heart of Diligence anymore on the ship, then it wouldn't be able to do those special things, but it would still be able to run if you had a driver.
okay,
Yeah.
the more you know.
So Nuri's
But
like...
still, kill your driver.
Kill the driver! Wow, Dusty!
It would work. So Nuri, on like day 3.
Is talking to Ray about this.
No, that was like day 2. Day
Oh,
3, she's gonna go to Dusty. And if anyone but children are around, she'll still bring this topic up.
All right. Who's around? We're on the deck. You know.
Who's around?
People are tired of being all cooped up inside. They're running around on the deck.
I'll say Dabdan is talking to Dusty at this point, and it's honestly like the chillest discussion. Like, you guys are debating like frogs right now and how high they could jump. And Dabdan's like, no, but you know, the purple-backed toads just really, like, they can jump like 10 feet. Pretty impressive. But now if you take the periwinkle frogs, but those went extinct in a wildfire years ago. If you get the periwinkle frogs, then those...
We only have
jump
one
up
in
to
captivity.
20 feet. One in captivity, and it's about to die out this month. It's crazy, you know?
Dusty's like nodding. He's like, I never knew this about frogs. I mean, I've seen all kinds of insects be able to jump very, very high, but frogs, I guess that makes sense too. They do have pretty big legs.
They're very cool.
Yeah, they seem to be pretty interesting. Dusty would be totally engaging with him, like. So you walk up, he's like he has to keep like course correcting because he like isn't paying attention to the road.
Because you guys are like discussing the frogs, and Nuri, you start to head up, and Dabdan's like, oh hey, discussing frogs.
Oh hi, welcome.
Hi.
I'm learning so much now. We didn't really have very many frogs in the desert, so I mentioned that, and then Dabdan started teaching me all about frogs. It's been very educational.
I gotta admit, frogs are very cool. They're cool animals. Did you want to talk to Dusty? I can talk. We can talk about this later. More.
Dusty kind of like looks over towards Nuri, almost like is this one of the conversations that he can't be here for?
Are we about to have a talk?
You know, like the blank stare very well.
Nuri seems to be suspiciously giving a Dabdan an up and down look. She's not quite sure about him yet.
Dabdan's like, I mean, like, you could trust me. If not, I understand the value of privacy. I don't.
Well, you can stay if you get real cool about a lot of things real fast. So
I mean, I'm pretty. I think I'm pretty cool about things, you know.
Pretty cool.
Oh, but you also are virtuous because you hold the token of virtue. So no. You
can't be virtuous and cool.
I think I could be virtuous and cool.
Alright, fine, but you're not affecting this decision at all, just so you know.
That is A-okay. I appreciate you wanting to incorporate me on the conversation.
Well, just so you know, I'm a necromancer, so get real cool about that real fast. Because, Dusty, I found a solution to us removing your heart.
Dabdan's like, okay. Not what I expected, but okay.
Dabdan doesn't know about Dusty yet, does he?
No. He's like,
in his mind, he's seeing all of the gruesome details of this removal. He's flashing before his mind.
So he's
like,
just like,
oh yeah.
Okay.
What is it? I mean, if you have any ideas, I'd be happy to hear them.
Yes, so druids can cast reincarnation, which you could do, but you'll be dead. So
that's true.
Ray knows a druid in Sunshield. We could make a pit stop on our way to the Harbinger of Faith, and we could either unalive you then or right before the ritual, and we could then reincarnate you. It'll make you a new heart.
Yeah. Dusty kind of like looks up for a little bit. He's just kind of like thinking a little bit about this. There is an issue with that.
Oh?
It would be a bit of a gamble.
But we know you have a soul.
Yeah. Hypothetically.
It's not even hypothetical. It was proven.
Just
Well-
to clarify, are you sick?
Oh,
Is your heart dying like failing?
yeah. Yes, 2 weeks, actually.
Less than 2 weeks now.
Less than 2 weeks now.
Oh. So
it's-
like timing up with the end of the world kind of a thing.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
It's
That's-
big coincidence.
That's really a bad
Yeah.
timing.
Oh yeah, but
I
it's
mean,
fine.
he wears a lot of bandages. You know, he's sick. So.
Oh,
yeah,
I
so
didn't
sick.
understand. Oh, I apologize
a while.
for not being.
Oh no, it's totally fine. I it doesn't hinder me all that much right now.
I mean, if
it'll
you're
hinder
wearing,
me a lot
like-
in like 2 weeks.
If you're
but-
wearing bandages all over from head to toe, I can imagine it affects you quite a bit.
Oh yeah, growing up was crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't imagine having to hide your face. It probably looks pretty gruesome, doesn't it?
Oh, it does.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, I'm sorry
Yeah.
about that.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, don't let me interrupt too much longer. I was just curious.
Yeah. So I guess, anyway, yeah, when we were talking to the Harbinger of Knowledge, I guess she did technically say explicitly that I do have a soul. So
So it
Damn,
would
Dan's
work.
like, why would you even question that?
It's related
it's part
to
of
his
this.
illness.
It's, the related. It's the sickness.
Oh.
It's a whole thing.
They like both look and they're like, it's part of the illness.
Probably like a necromantic illness, probably.
Oh
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm a
It's-
necromancer.
Both
Part of things I'm
body,
researching.
soul.
You know, I just like to
Hence
think of
the fasting.
necromancers as like really late doctors, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's one way to view us, yes.
It,
Yeah.
You know, it makes it seem a little bit nicer, you know?
Except we
Yeah.
can't give you your free will when we bring you back, unfortunately.
Oh.
No.
I haven't
Hence the
figured that one
triangle
out yet.
soul.
Well, good thing
Hard
reincarnates a druid spell.
Hey.
Yep, it is. So Dusty, do you want to do that, or do you want to keep living?
He's like, I mean, I've thought about this before. It's actually part of the reason I became a druid in the first place.
Oh,
This was one of the first spells I knew about. But that was early on in my travels. I thought very deeply about how I could sort of escape my. He like tilts his head towards Davdan. Illness. My illness. It's I wanted to be with my family, and the illness put a bit of a difficulty about it. But I've almost come to this point where I would be okay either way. But honestly, if there was a way, okay, first I realized I can't cast reincarnate on myself. Theoretically, I'd have to find another druid. I didn't really think that was going to be an option. I hadn't met many druids, but I mean, if Ray knows one, then we could give it a shot.
yes, I think we should. We should definitely give it a shot, because there's a lot to do after the 2 weeks, and you know your illness has been getting worse. So
Yeah.
so many things would open up to you. It would be amazing. It'd be exciting.
Yeah.
Do you want to do it then? Do you want to do it when we get to Sunshield, or do you want to do it right before the ritual?
We can do it right now.
Don't
Douse.
really have the person yet.
Yeah, it'd be kind of problematic.
Crashes into the.
I mean, let's try to do it before the ritual.
Wonderful. Who would you like to have unalive you?
That's a great question. There's so many options.
Davdan's like, You know what? I think I'm gonna leave this conversation now.
Probably a good
No.
choice, virtuous one.
Out
Nori's
of game. Out of game. Dusty's like, no, Tapman, I was gonna choose you. Why are you walking me away? Just, I don't know if I'm comfortable doing that.
He's like, and I'm gonna leave now. And he starts walking away. Douse, you come up the stairs, and Davdan passes by you, and he's like, oh my gosh. And he's like, do you know that they're gonna kill Dusty? One of you guys are gonna kill him?
We hear from down below deck, Douse scream.
Douse has like his latest creation that he's been working on below deck recipes. He's just like, what?
Runs upstairs.
Like,
He's like, yeah, Nori's talking about how she's going to like harvest his heart or something, and then get him a new body. But she's asking who he wants to have kill him. I think you might need to get in there. I need to sit down for a minute.
Okay. Yes, I need to get up there right now. I'm trying to figure out like how much Douse is putting together the like when is it going to be killing him. So at this point he hears like getting him a new body, and when I was like, okay, maybe she's okay. I know Dusty is okay. Did he ever figure out that Dusty was actually fully mechanical, or is he still under the impression
Douse
that?
knows.
Okay, I just remember there was one part that he was like, "Oh, Dusty's just a person with a lot of like amputations." But no, okay. So Douse is. It's okay. Douse knows that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Douse is actually one of the few people who has seen his entire mechanical structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
One of the
when
few.
you think about it, is kind of funny.
Funny how
It took him so long to find out, but yeah.
yes.
So-
yeah.
So
Okay.
Douse, you start heading up as Nuri's like Nuri already asked the question. So Dusty, what's your response to Nuri?
Dusty kind of like brings a hand to his chin and like starts tapping it, just like, that is a good question. Just kind of like he's like, I never thought about that.
Enter Douse.
Enter
Okay.
Douse.
I imagine Amaris has just been like sitting up in like that like crow's nest, listening in, like how she listened in to like Esmond and Nori back in the tavern, just being like, what the?
High or low?
Low.
Nice. Perfectly balanced, as all things should.
Nah, she's not in the crow's nest. She's probably
Done.
below deck with Dane, and like Amaris would never do anything like this in front of her parents, but she's like talking to Dane, and she's just like, he was just so sweet, he was so cute, he was so
You guys are eating Douse's latest creation, and she's like, "Girl, tell me more."
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Exactly.
we met on Tinder, and that's it.
We met on Tinder.
Awesome.
I was half waiting for an Amaris to just come swinging down off of the ropes from the crow's nest.
Me, I'm
There's
gonna kill
Douse.
Dusty.
Just like Geronimo!
Dibs.
Anyway,
Alrighty.
so Douse entering the conversation. Nuri, what am I hearing about taking Dusty's? I mean, I know it's going to eventually happen, but
I know we're gonna kill him, but
what's going on?
Well, Ray knows a druid that can cast reincarnation in Sunshield, and we can stop on our way to the Harbinger of Fate, and we can just unalive him then and
Yep.
give him a new body.
Yep.
That way, he won't die during the ritual.
Hypothetically.
Not from the cause we're thinking of.
Not from. Yes, it would be something else if I ended up dying. But I mean,
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense in my head.
So the question is, who does he want to have unalive him when we get to Sunshield?
There's a few things we need to cover with this first.
Like?
Yep.
Reincarnation. Is he going to be brought back as a baby?
Ooh, that's actually a good question.
Let me look up the spell scroll.
Baby Dusty! Baby Dusty!
I mean, if... Hold on, Dusty has the spell prepared. He knows exactly what it does.
I know, I'm pulling it up real quick also.
Just because, like, we might be just shooting ourselves in the kneecap here, guys.
Shoot in the kneecap. New adult body. It does clarify that it is an adult body.
Oh, yeah. Because Douse doesn't understand how reincarnate works. He knows what it is, but doesn't know how it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a very good question.
Yes.
That is a good question. Would he... I mean, we are putting him in a foreign body. Would he be comfortable or proficient enough to use that body in a fight?
Give him a few days to
Yes.
figure it out.
Yeah, I can figure it out.
It gives you all your previous knowledge and experiences.
Knowledge and experiences, but this is a different body. I mean, take me who's used to doing how many different things for workouts. If I was suddenly in a different body that wasn't as strong, it might feel weird. Or if I was taller, I might misjudge my reach.
So a little work would need to be done, but if it's a really big problem, he can just turn into an animal. If
True.
anyone could do it, it would be Dusty. He does this on a regular.
Yes.
True. Okay, I'm just covering my bases.
Oh no, it's a good question.
Good questions, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you're all on board with my plan.
Yeah, I'm honestly very confident I would be able to, do it.
Okay, I just want to make sure that first it's not a premature thing. I still feel weird about killing a friend.
Welcome, C1 class.
It's just putting him to sleep for a little.
Oh. Unaliving Dusty. Just a little
Yes.
nap.
Sorry, should I be using unalive? I need to...
Oh
Nope,
no, it's a
you're fine.
mixture
No,
of
you
them.
can say that. Nuri's
say
saying
it.
that because she's up in public and
Children might be nearby.
exactly.
Never know.
She's trying to make it not sound so intimidating.
Yep.
Yeah, at
And
this
I mean-
point I've said both, so.
Okay.
I mean, I'd be back. I mean, it wouldn't be that long.
Is there a time period between when it takes effect?
Reincarnate
yeah.
takes 1 hour.
There's a casting.
Oh, that's fine then.
So,
The
It's,
other thing is, are we going to tell the others that did not know who or what Dusty is and are now thinking that we are just killing our companion?
they don't have to know.
We can just say we're treating a sickness.
Yeah.
Davden believes he's sick.
Yep.
We have a healer. Easy peasy.
You realize this sounds like we're putting down a sick manatee or something.
Yeah.
And giving it a new body.
Give it a new, better body.
Exactly. It's just like if someone was mortally wounded, you just finish them off so you could bring him back and heal the
I
wound.
mean,
If you're
yeah,
out
It
of
sounds like
healing
old
spells.
Bubbler.
Old Bubbler. Oh, I think I remember reading that one. That's a sad one. Dusty says, yeah, in the monastery.
Yeah. It was a classic. I didn't really enjoy it in our literature class, but...
But I mean, the
Getting off
difference...
track here.
Yeah, it's...
Getting
yes.
off track. Dusty, who would you like to have unalive you? So we can just mentally prepare that person for the action beforehand. That's
I mean...
Honestly, I don't feel comfortable doing it, so I'm going to opt out if I can.
Sorry, give
Yeah.
me 1 sec.
alright.
Well...
The DM doesn't want any part of it either.
All the NPCs out. You only
All
have
the
Amaris
NPCs
or me.
gone.
Just kidding.
Well, I mean, I could have my... I could always have my my longest friend do it.
Sorry, my fidget spinner fell under the fridge.
No!
It's
Emergency
back
moment.
now.
Awesome. But Dusty says I could have my my lifelong friend do it. My oldest companion.
Dusty?
Dusty the Scorpion.
Dusty nods.
Don't
yeah?
know if he could do that. You're metal.
I mean, we just gotta get him down to 1 hit point, and then
I mean, we could enlarge him
Everybody
again,
like
and then
is hitting Dusty until Dusty the Scorpion is like sting.
Yeah, I was thinking I could try enlarging him. I have my spells for that. Although
If that's how you want to go out, being ripped apart by a scorpion, then sure.
Yeah.
If you want just someone to open your chest cavity and remove the heart, that might be a little less intense.
I mean, Dusty could do it.
Probably true.
just snip a few wires.
Snip you.
Oh, we just want to make sure that we have the heart out of you when the reincarnation is cast.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
Yeah, Seji.
we'll give it a shot. I think that's the most poetic. I'll have to ask him. Make sure it's okay with him, though.
Okay.
I want to make sure his opinions kept on this.
Yes, well, there's plenty of time. I mean, we're about to reach someone else. I just wanted to, check that this was okay with you. I'm glad we're all on the same page. This will be great. It takes a lot of anxiety away from me to know that you won't just poof. So, wonderful. I will go back to my research then. I have some scrolls to count.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Nods. He nods to Douse as well. Just yep.
This is probably the weirdest conversation I feel like we've had in a while.
Yeah, that's
Almost felt like I was out of place without these things.
Oh my goodness.
It'll work. I'll be the same Dusty. He pats you on the head. Actually, he pats you on the head. He's I'll be the same Dusty. Pat. I'll just look at the different.
Douse doesn't know how to respond to this. He doesn't usually get head pats.
Okay, I'm sorry, but Thygon put in the chat. Is it now a fidget spinner?
Yeah. The fidget spinner.
Awesome.
I like it. I love it. Ooh.
Very good.
I
Don't
knew
drop
about
it
it.
again. Don't drop it again.
It's in 3 pieces and it's magnetized, so they roll around each other, and the inside is also rolled.
Oh, cool.
It's like that.
Wow.
Helps me keep my hands occupied so I can focus.
Epic.
That's why I have my Rubik's Cubes next to me.
See, there we go. We all need a little bit of our fidget spinner to satiate the little bit of ADHD we got, you know? Just kidding. Ooh, yeah. Printing them would be fun. Alrighty. Now, is there anything else you guys wanted to do on the boat before you reach the Harbinger of Humility?
Maybe go fishing.
Okay.
That's
Over land, he's fishing.
Just fishing and
Catches a bird.
You're like, oh yeah, there, caught a real one. Caught a runner.
The flyer.
There we go. At one point, Wei is gonna be demanding to be in the ocean.
We'll take a dip when we get to Faith.
And she's like,
That's the end of the argument where they're bickering back and forth.
bickering back and forth, and she goes silent, and you can tell she's very upset. You're like, I put my foot down. Well, with this, you guys reach the Harbinger of Humility, or at least the location of where she is, well, where knowledge has pointed out to you where she is. It opens up into a large, kind of like clearing within this deeply forested area, large enough that you're able to touch the boat down and park. And the trees are so tall here that it actually conceals the boat completely in this little clearing. As you guys disembark, from what it sounds like, it's the four of you guys, along with Davdan, and Esmond joins you as well. As you guys all look down...
Do we have Dane coming with us? As she's the cleric.
Dane can definitely come with you guys if you want her to come. She will happily be there. So...
I mean, Douse is all for it.
Yeah. Dane won't complain. She gets to hold hands with Douse. Alrighty. You guys notice that there seems to be a large, like, the head of like a cave, but the edge of it goes down. So it looks like a big rock with just like a cave opening that goes down. That is in this clearing. And you can assume that that's where you're supposed to head.
Down we go.
Alrighty. You all head down into this cave, and which one of you guys have dark vision? Nuri, Amaris, and Dusty.
Oh.
Poor Douse.
Dane
Poor
has
Douse.
it, Esmond has it, and Davdan has it too.
It's just
So
Douse.
it's just Douse. Douse, it's like pitch black for you. So Dane is holding your hand, and she actually will cast light in her hand, so that way you can see at least in the space around you.
Douse is very grateful.
She's like,
Wait, actually, Douse will ask, I keep forgetting her name. Grandma for a discount potion of night vision, if she has any.
you know what? Yeah, she's got a discount night vision potion.
Or dark vision.
Yeah, you can get a dark vision potion. That will last for 1 hour, but there is a side effect because it is a discount potion.
This is because I, Dane the player, love the side effects. Douse, he needs to learn to stay away from these, but he probably doesn't want to.
All right, roll a d100 for me.
Ooh, I love these. We don't use these enough in the game.
Mm-hmm.
That is 70. Wait, no, 7. That's 7. Because I got the 2 zeros,
Okay.
and then I got a 7.
Alrighty. Okay. With this dark vision potion that you drink, the side effect is that it causes your skin to crack and appear distorted for the entire hour.
Oh.
Is it like a dry cracking, or is it just...
Yeah, like a dry cracking, like your
He's
skin is
dehydrated.
super
Where's the
dry.
decanter?
He
Yeah.
is... This is the worst pain for Douse. And I think this is where he swears off those discount potions.
He's like, no.
Because it was like, previously it was embarrassing, but now he's in a relationship, he's kind of fine with it. But now it's the, no, this is straight up, he's drying out. Feeling.
High or low Douse?
He's feeling low, so that's low.
Okay. Oh wait, where did my dice go? Sorry, let me grab my dice real quick. They're in the room.
I'm gonna know so many spells. Those Dane just my friends.
Just realized how sharp and pointy this D4 is for my metal dice. I'm like, ooh, never want to step on that.
Alrighty.
Yo, put Legos to shame.
Okay. With that roll, Dane turns to you and she notices your skin cracking and everything, and she will touch your face and cast Lesser Restoration, and the side effect cures up almost instantly.
He's like, oh my goodness, I love you.
And she blushes and is like, oh. Well,
Wait, was that the first time he dropped the L word?
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh my goodness.
She's like, oh. Well,
He like takes a second. He realizes, I mean, I do, but it just gets really.
She kisses you on
He
the
starts
cheek.
blushing like a lot.
She kisses you on the cheek and goes, I love you too. She kind of pulls her hair around her finger.
He is very, very much purple at the moment.
She's like, oh, that's not a reaction, is it?
No, you've seen this before. This is him blushing.
In the light, she can't tell color too well with dark vision, but
She just
there's
sees
the
you
light.
changing.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
The L word has entered the chat. Oh my god.
Awesome.
And you guys are all hearing this as you guys are like walking around the cave, like, okay.
It's like echoing throughout the cave. Just
Mhm.
he is very embarrassed at this moment.
And she goes and she gives you a full-fledged kiss on the lips.
He returns it, but
Oh.
he's very much aware of those around him.
Yeah, as she does so, she turns out the light.
Where everybody but Douse can see it happening.
Only Douse can.
No,
Yeah.
because he drank that night vision or dark vision potion.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's true.
there's dark vision, but now it's not like a spotlight, you know?
She turns out the light. All of us are like, what? That's weird. Why'd the light go? Oh.
You just hear a loud smack.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's horrible. Awesome.
You guys are like, young love.
He's like, we should probably do this some other time.
And she seems like super flushed. She's like, okay.
Us is just like, yeah, I think I know about these. I'm pretty sure I've seen this before.
Does he? Can I try that out? That's what humans do, right?
Can I try? That's even worse.
Well,
I
everyone,
don't think I've ever tried that before.
you're looking around with your dark vision, and there doesn't seem to be anything here in the cave. But you notice, like, with dark vision, it actually looks like you see everything in grayscale, essentially. Yes, Douse, how tall are you?
He's like 4'9", 4'8".
Okay, so almost.
But he's short, so she's definitely bending down to
Yeah.
him.
She is like 5'2", I think, is her height. So she is short,
Not that far.
but definitely taller than him.
Like half a foot apart.
With that, to that end, you notice that everything seems to be getting darker, than normal. And suddenly it's difficult to see anything as everything is pitch black. So dark
no.
that you can't even see your own hand in front of your face.
Douse is like, do I need to take another potion? No.
That's not the problem.
Must have run out. Oh
You realize
Yeah.
that you're talking and you're saying these things, but you don't hear anyone else.
Nuri immediately panics and sees if she can find Esmond.
You are starting to move around and he's not right next to you anymore. And
Oh no.
after a moment, light begins to fill the area. Just a little bit, not a lot. As you look up above you, and there are now stars. A multitude of stars. And there's just this beautiful starry night color in the sky of like hues of purple and white. And it's, for a moment, you're just struck with awe as you all see this beautiful, beautiful image or perception of being outside in the starry night sky. You look around you and it's still like black out as far as you can see. As you look down, though, you see a very murky, dark water beneath you, just slightly waving. With each step you take, ripples spread across the water. Yet it seems like the ground is a flat surface. Like it's not difficult terrain, but it almost looks as if you're walking on the water. As you guys stand in this expanse, what appears before you is something very eerie. Whoopsies. Sorry. It's something very eerie and it's a sight to behold as the water a ways in front of you begins to grow and take form, growing taller and wider and becoming this humanoid image here as the deep black murky waters form. And in front of each and every single one of you, you guys see this happening. You don't see anyone else around you, but you see this creature appearing out of the water. And as it starts to take form, you notice that the outline of this creature looks a lot like yourself and the way that you're dressed. And yes, we go into combat. Roll for initiative, everybody.
Oh, very nice.
See,
Are we
what
sure
did I
we went
say?
to the right place?
What did I say before we started the stream? We're fighting our doppelgangers.
You were right.
I want to make sure all the maps can be seen.
Don't worry. Dusty and I fought once before. I can take him out.
Look at
Well,
that.
you guys
Look at
are
that.
each in your own areas facing yourselves. So, rolling for initiative. Dang, Megan, you got a nat 20. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, whoopsies.
Hold on, sorry guys. I have to clear the list here.
Yeah. So Megan got a natural 20. Well played.
And
I
you
also
got a
got a
natural
natural
20.
20.
Oh my goodness.
Let's just hope our doppelgangers don't keep our rolls.
Yes, Seji, this is, it's drawing a little bit from the Dark Link fight.
Don't worry, they won't have our rolls. They get the blood dice.
That's worse.
Yeah,
realize
I don't know why
that's worse, right?
you're trying to help us, but you're just making it worse. Now I think they're gonna win.
Alright, let me make sure. Add turn. Add turn. Okay, so for this battle, the way that we're going to be running it, guys, is that there isn't like a specified BG turn. It's just that as soon as you take your turn, the bad guy is going to take their turn right after yours. Your bad guy. So if everyone wants to edit their initiative here, I can try and edit what I can.
But no, not 13. And 12.
Douse is 12. Here's 13.
Alrighty. Well, and you guys both, which one wants to go first, Dusty or Amaris?
That's a
I
good
would
question.
say we could do like rock, paper, scissors.
I'm down. So we go on
Okay.
shoot. Okay, we
Yes.
go on shoot. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Gosh, take it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay.
Aha, look
Right.
at that.
You win.
Amaris will go first.
So when you did the first one, Greg froze for me, and he just had his hand up here. I was like, "Is he cheating?"
Uh,
No. Epic.
Alrighty, guys. Let me get this right here. A little turn order. Or actually, I'll move it right over here. And for those of you watching at home, I am going to be pulling up their character sheets. And we're going to be playing as the characters tonight. I gotta shrink this a bit.
This is where my secret technique comes in. My character sheet's so discombobulated and confusing. I'm the only one who actually knows how to use it.
Oh no. Alrighty, Amaris. What are you going to do? And
Rock, paper,
Roxy
scissors,
Bird,
that's a
yeah,
D3.
actually, now that you think about it, it's just a
It is.
D3.
Okay, I actually need to find where the heck I am on here.
You're over in the bottom right
Okay.
side.
Oh, bottom right, yes.
Okay, I see my doppelganger. Where there I am.
And remember,
So-
for those of you who have audience inspiration, you can affect the roles of the players and NPCs in the game. So, Greg, do you want to read off the list one more time for those of you who have it?
Absolutely. Lady Noir, C1 class, Melody Wolf, Jonathan, Seji, Nick, and Jams. So if you heard your name, that's you. It's all you. That's you keep us alive.
You can give either advantage or disadvantage on any roll. So, we'll see. All right.
Everybody gets disadvantage, and we wipe.
There we go. Megan, what are you going to do?
I am looking at something here. Only this box was bigger. Oh my gosh, I can make it bigger. That makes this so much easier to read.
What?
I do feel that. I do feel that. It's such a small box. Sometimes you have to like zoom in.
Okay. So first, Mars is going to pull out a Time Piercer. And use the command word. This hasn't happened in a long time. So this is gonna be fun. So command word. Shigon. And she's going to cast haste on herself. So
Okay.
first what she's going to do with the first is she is going to cast True Strike.
Alrighty, that'll be your action.
That's one action. Since I cast haste on my would haste be one?
Well, when you cast haste, it makes it so you have two actions, but you also rolled a natural 20 for initiative. So theoretically, you
You
have
three.
actions,
Three.
sister. One has been
Yes.
spent.
The only caveat in that is that you can't cast more than one spell per turn. That's the spell casting rule.
Yes. but
Unless
you-
it's a bonus. Wait, no, not even. Never mind.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
it's-
know.
It's cantrip,
Yeah.
I think.
It's leveled
It's a
spells.
cantrip.
True Strike is a cantrip, so she can
Yeah.
cast a
Okay,
leveled
yeah.
spell.
So you can cast a cantrip and one leveled spell essentially, but you can't cast more than one leveled spell.
All right. So, for one turn, she casts haste. That gives her 2. Well, that gives her an extra 1 because she got a nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
She's
That
going to
is a
cast True
homebrew
Strike.
rule, just to be clear. Homebrew rule: when you roll a nat 20 on initiative, you get an additional action on your turn. All right. So haste and then True Strike.
Haste and then True Strike. And then with this, I am going to see.
Level 10.
Yeah. Blade Flourish. I am going to be using Slashing Flourish, this bottom one. Need to find a way to make that bold. I don't know if I can on here. Like, she's going to come up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And she's going to attack. Yes. She is going to attack with her rapier. Which, since I cast True Strike, that gives me advantage. And it would be like +3 if I remember that correctly, if I'm attacking with my rapier.
With
Yep.
your rapier, yes, +3.
Okay, +3. So for the first one, that's going to be that. Yeah, +3. That is a 21 to hit, and I know that hits because this is my character I am fighting.
What? No, it doesn't. No, just kidding. Alrighty. Roll for damage.
All right. So you can expend 1 use of your bardic inspiration to cause the weapon to deal extra damage to the target you hit and to any other creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of you. The damage equals the number you roll in the bardic inspiration die. So if I remember correctly, bardic inspiration, let me just pull that up just in case.
Right now is your 10th level, so it's a D10.
A D10. So that'll be a D8
Plus a D10.
plus a D10
Plus your dexterity, so +1.
plus the... Okay. Let's see if I can do this right. So roll D8 plus D10 plus 1. That actually worked, and it only did 4 points of damage.
Oh no!
That is sad.
Dude, the digital dice curse. That's how it goes.
This is why I need my physical dice back.
Aw.
Oh no.
Yikes.
Hey, if you go to FanX, maybe you could pick some up.
I'm working on it.
Alrighty. Now, is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, so now it is its turn. The creatures. Let's see. Because now you guys are within... Let's see. Sorry, I'm just looking at the stuff here real quick. Okay. Alrighty, okay. She is going to use her action to do the blade flourish against you. She rolled a 16 to hit. That does hit you.
Barely.
Did that... Oh, the damage isn't in here correctly, sir. One moment.
Do the damage.
Wait, I don't see blade flourish.
In the chat?
Yeah, there's defensive flourish, mobile flourish, and slashing flourish.
I think Blade Flourish is the feature, and then you choose
Oh.
one of those sub features.
Yeah, sorry. She is going to do...
That's...
Yeah.
She's going to do... slashing. Yeah, she's going to do the exact same thing you did. The slashing flourish. I love this. We've got Sarama, Isud, Yitsud, and Irun.
Oh, the reverse names.
Oh, I love it.
The mirror names.
Okay,
Oh,
so let's roll the D8 plus a D10 plus 1. 13 points of damage
Well,
to Amaris. And then she is going to use a bonus action to cast Misty Step. Oh, sorry. To cast Misty Step. Let me put that in the chat here real quick. To cast Misty Step. And she is going to teleport.
Would this give me an attack of opportunity?
I think... Hold on.
no, because it's a spell. You can get attack of opportunity on movement, but not on spells.
Yeah, if
Unless
she
you have
moved
words.
out of the way,
Unless you have
then
words.
it would, but she isn't. She's just casting a spell.
Vanishing. Pew!
I gotta... As she teleports herself back. And then that is her turn. It is now Dusty's turn. Dusty, we gotta pull up your character sheet.
Epic. Clarifying question. I don't hear the fighting going on with Amaris.
Nope,
I do not hear it. Okay.
not at all.
So, Dusty, he like gets here. He's like looking up. He looks down. He doesn't know if this is like a hostile creature or not, but he recognizes himself, at least in the visage of it. Let's say high or low for what he does here.
Hi.
Okay, let's go high. We'll roll. We'll roll and
My blood dice is currently on a 20 right now. It's charging its abilities.
yes. So. Okay. So he sees this creature. He doesn't see his friends around himself. He has decided that it is a hostile creature, and he will actually try to fight it.
Okay.
So, first things first. For my first action, I will cast Conjure Animals. Once
Oh,
again,
no.
the classic Conjure Animals. Let's see. We'll do his classic. He can do 8 constrictor snakes. So he's going to do that. You know what's even more funny about the 8 constrictor snakes is there's about to be 8 more of them at the end of his turn, so it's gonna be great.
Yeah, because the DM loves this.
Oh, it's great. I'll just keep describing my turn.
Yeah, keep going. I'm gonna get the snakes out.
So,
Are they large creatures?
They are large creatures.
Okay, I'll get that.
And I'll just put them in chat for the sake of convenience. After that, he's going to cast his Since it's just him fighting, it actually would be smart to do.
There you go. Got your snakes out.
Oh, fantastic. I will give them. I will help them. Okay, we're gonna cast. With his spirit totem, he's going to create a bear spirit totem.
Okay.
Which will then proceed to give temporary hit points to him and all of his snakes, equal to 5 plus his druid level, so they all gain an extra 15 hit points. Temporary hit points, of course. With his with his other feature, hold on, let me make sure I've got the so spirit totem. Then with mighty summoner, all of their hit points are automatically increased by 2 per hit dice it has. All in all, let me pull up the stat sheet for him because this is going to be important.
You're keeping track of their health. I'm not.
I am keeping track of their health. Don't worry. I know my job. It's been a hot minute since I've had to do this, but yeah. Hold on, constrictor. Okay. Okay. This is just. Is it a regular constrictor snake? Maybe it's just a poisonous snake. Hold on. We reset everything. It should be just a regular constrictor snake. It's been so long, I haven't been able to see it. Maybe I'm thinking of the spiders. Wait, am I thinking of the spiders? Those are my favorite.
I already put the snakes out.
Yes, we'll do snakes. They're just going to be poisonous snakes instead of constrictor snakes. I may have gotten that wrong. I don't know. It used to be there. It's not there anymore. Oh, I have weird filters on. What is that? Okay. But in total... Yeah, they have a weird thing now. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, constrictor snake. Yes, I have their stats. They just redid the website that I use, so it's pretty epic. So each snake in total has 17 hit points with 15 temporary hit points.
Okay.
And so I'm just going to mark 1 until people start getting damaged. They take their turn.
It'll be right after yours.
Okay, right after I finish mine. I assume before his. And then...
Man, 10th level is just crazy.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Okay, and then Dusty is going to cast Erupting Earth at 5th level. Oh no, this is the same turn. That is how that works. I can't cast multiple spells.
Mm-hmm.
So instead he's going to cast... That's just kind of weird. He's going to Wild Shape.
Ooh, instead. Okay. Into what?
He will wild shape into a lion, which we have not seen before.
I don't think I have a lion.
I believe it's a lion. Yes, I can do that.
Well, I do not have a lion token, so I'm going to put a bear token out.
Okay.
Or actually, better yet, let's just make Dusty big.
Make Dusty big.
Make
Epic.
Big boy.
Yes. Okay. And all of the snakes are going to. Well, first Dusty is going to. Well, he's going to take a couple steps back to let his snakes do the talking. So he now has a movement speed of 50 feet. He's going to move back 20. Then move back like.
When you out token the DM, you know it's going down. Yes,
Yes.
C1 class.
That is my subclass, is to out token the DM. That is my move. Okay. And then Dusty will end his turn and let his snakes do their turn.
Alrighty, let them go ham.
They're gonna go ham. They're gonna attack. Hold on.
Because
First,
your
we're gonna try
character's
to-
all big, I feel like this Dusty is like some miniature version.
He's just a tiny version.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have some grapple attacks.
Okay.
I'll just start rolling d20s. Each one of these has a +4 to hit. And so, since he has his shield out, it'll be an AC of 18.
Mm-hmm.
And so it has to hit or go higher than 18. That is
Natural
exactly
20?
yes. A natural 20 will in fact hit. Because it's a nat 20, it's double dice, correct?
Yes, double the dice.
Okay. So that's 2d8 plus 2 constrict damage. And he is grappled. And until the grapple ends, he is also restrained, which means he can't use somatic components for spells.
Oh, okay.
And the other snakes will attempt to bite him as well. So the 7 additional attacks, we'll roll those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 1 hit, 2 hit,
It
Oh,
looks
one
like it's
crit.
just-
and a hit.
Yeah, 1 crit and a hit.
Okay, crit and a hit. That is 3d6. And then plus 4. So that's 9. Plus the other damage is 9. 16 magic damage total.
Alrighty.
Very good.
Alright, perfect. Anything else for their turn?
That is all for them.
Alrighty. Now it is for the other Dusty. Let's see. You can't cast anything with. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to read the spells.
That is okay. Read them. Manipulate them.
Douse really likes this spell.
Yeah.
It's called Tidal Wave for the viewers.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's classic.
Oh, maybe he
I
should
don't have it
cast
prepared.
Reincarnate.
Oh, big brain. He can.
Oh my
He
goodness.
can not. He could cast Earthbind, but I'm not flying.
Oh,
that
I
is the-
see.
Yeah, you can see VCM next to it.
Yeah.
He could cast Gios. He could try to cast Gios, but it takes a minute or 10 minutes. So I'm sorry.
Takes a minute, yeah.
It takes a minute. That would be very good.
My gosh, you have so many somatic components.
I know. I did not build my character to be able to beat my character if I went first, but that is exactly what has happened.
Yeah, no kidding. There's
can
only
cast...
2 spells that don't have somatic.
Yes. He can attack. He can also wild shape. He can make a check to try and break free from the grapple.
I love how you're trying to help me.
I know, because
The GM could just say that it doesn't need the somatic materials; it just does stuff. This is her creation.
You may do that. That is totally allowed.
True. But also, this is kind of cool how you're just like, you knew exactly, this is a test. You knew exactly your weakness, and you exploited it.
I did. I've actually, even if you got spells off, I still would be able to beat myself. I know exactly how to beat Dusty, in and out.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty impressive, like, how you just immediately kind of, like, made him incapable.
Why pick Constrictor Snakes?
I think he is going to cast Earthbind. It is just a purely verbal component. It's going to cast it against you specifically. So you need to make a strength saving throw. With a 16 to beat it.
Okay. Let me just double check. So because I have my Bear Spirit Totem out, I have advantage on strength saving throws.
Nice, okay.
One of the reasons I used it, actually.
Because you knew.
Because I knew. 17.
17, all right, you succeeded on that. Wait, let me look. Yep, you succeeded on that. So that was his action. For his bonus action, because Spirit Totem is a bonus action, right?
Correct.
Okay, so he's going to cast Spirit Totem of the bear on himself. So he will get temporary health points. But yeah, that's not really going to do much for him.
It preps him. Set up.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So that is his turn. We're going to end that there as he's like surrounded by snakes and unable to use somatic spells. All right. It is now Nuri's turn with Douse on deck. So be prepared for your turns, guys.
Okay, so Nuri panics a little bit, didn't see Esmond, couldn't feel him around. A light emerges, really pretty stars, looks down, sees this creature form out of the water and become her.
Yeah.
It's a little... So Nuri, for her turn, is going to go... Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm Nuri. I'm assuming this is a test, but I don't know what kind, so... Is there a door I should walk through? That's her turn.
That's her whole turn. I love it. Alrighty. What a wonderful turn. It is now your doppelganger's turn. As they seem to not be listening to you, as you're saying that. Or it seems like they're listening, but they do not respond. Okay. My gosh. It's so like... Okay. It's so interesting, like, looking at your guys' spells. Yeah, I can see what you're looking at, too. Because I can see everything you're doing on your character sheet right now. Alrighty. Let's see.
How annoyed can I be?
Okay, hold on. Stop doing this.
Awesome.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
I'll put it back.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, sorry guys, give me 1 sec. Okay, so this is going to cast web.
Counterspell.
Alrighty, here, I'm gonna throw web into the chat if you want to throw counterspell into the chat.
Did it work? Yes, it did. Cool.
I cast a counterspell.
It's a reaction.
Alrighty, roll for counterspell.
So
the
it fails
DC's
immediately because that's web.
Unless she upcasts it.
Unless
can
you upcast it.
You can upcast spells without requiring. Well, you can upcast them without them having an effect additional when you upcast.
Yeah.
You can always upcast.
So if you're
spells.
casting it at a level 2 web, then it automatically fails.
I'll say it was casting it at a 4th level spell slot, so you do have to
Okay.
roll. So it'll be a 14 minimum. So essentially, it's an
going to
intelligence
use-
check.
My inspiration and roll again.
Rolls.
Yeah.
Oh no, it fell off the table. Okay, let's try this again. I'll put it in my thing. Well, flip me. Okay. What was it?
14.
Intelligence, you say?
Yes.
Let's see, it was using your spellcasting ability with this equals. Okay.
11.
I'm rolling terrible. I'm not
So
using you for the rest of this night.
counterspell fails as she casts web on
so
you.
I need to make a dexterity saving
Yep,
throw.
make a dexterity saving throw.
6!
6.
I fail.
You fail. All right, so you are now restrained, which again, you can't cast somatic spells with restrained.
So, is there anything for the webs to connect to? Otherwise, it collapses and disperses.
Oh, frick. Okay. Well, that
I
doesn't...
mean, Nuri, this fake Nuri was just born, so
Fake Nuri was just born, so she cast web.
I try to
You
counterspell
tried-
it. Me also not realizing there's nothing for it to work on.
So you cast the spells, and webs get all over you, and like you're just covered in sticky webs. It's in your hair, on your clothes, and you're like, oh no, I'm trapped in the webs. But then they just like kind of collapse in the ground. And it's this moment where you guys are kind of like looking at the ground, and then you just kind of look at each other. And then the Nuri, the like dark Nuri, as I'm gonna call her, just goes shrugs.
Nuri, in response, is like, brushes off the webs. She goes, I see how it is. She's gonna crack her knuckles. So get ready
She's
to fight.
like, all right. The other person's like, I don't know. All right, it is now Douse's turn with Dark Douse on deck. Well, technically, Amaris, you'll be after Douse.
Okay. Immediately, Douse is going to call out to Wei, like, Wei,
Huh?
are we in the right place? This
Maybe.
is a lot darker than the others.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You were rude to me.
Okay, to be fair, I also want to go to the ocean, okay?
I know. And it would have been nice since the ocean was right there. Maybe you could have dipped your arm in. Maybe you could have taken a stop
Where you rushed?
Maybe they could have dangled you down, and you could have been smacked by the sea.
I would like to not, be lost at sea when we're trying to save the world.
We wouldn't be lost. I'd hope you get back on the boat, obviously.
You can do that.
I could have if I wanted to.
Okay, well, next time we will go to the ocean.
Thank you. Yes, we're in the right place.
Okay, do I have to fight this person, or...
Of course, it's part of the test.
Well, I figured it was a test, but I didn't know if there was a different solution.
Essentially, Douse, this is the harbinger of humility, correct? Part of humility is understanding your own strengths and weaknesses. That over there is a version of you that you need to exploit your own weaknesses in order to defeat.
Very well. Douse will move his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 35 feet.
Okay.
5 times 7. And that's as far as he can get. He has short legs.
That's okay. I love Professor Foghorn saying dark way.
I like that he brought up, would they be fighting? Like, would they be arguing?
Absolutely.
It gets to their turn. You see, there's Dark Douse. He's like,
the figure just gets hijacked and turns into Way.
That would be wild. Oh my goodness. Chat, if you want it to happen, write it in the chat.
right.
It's just a bracelet. Just a bracelet on the floor. No.
Douse versus Dark Way. Way's like, ooh, now this is interesting. I don't have weaknesses. How are we supposed to win? I'm sorry, Douse. We lose.
She was sorry, Douse. Silver doesn't do it. That would be funny.
Anyway, Douse's turn. Before anything gets decided, he's going to use 1 key point to do patient defense, so he can take the dodge action. And he's going to hold his action to do a stunning strike if this creature or this thing approaches him.
Okay, alrighty. So prepare to do stunning strike. Alright, and is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, we have some people shouting,
correction.
please make it happen.
Correction. Now this thing approaches it, but if it gets in striking distance, he will do Thunder Strike.
Yes. Alrighty. So, this creature, you see for a second, it seems to be arguing with itself, but you hear nothing. And then after a moment, the darkness vanishes into the ground. So the figure vanishes.
Douse is sitting there. Did I win?
Did I win? And out bubbles out a giant tower. A pillar of flowing water, but just made out of darkness. And you hear Way in your mind go, oh shoot. You're fighting me. Good luck, Douse.
I was going to do this on my own, but any help would be very great.
I'll do what I can, Douse. I can't help it. Apparently, the other version decided it didn't want to fight you and just let its version of me take over.
The coward.
Yes, very much a coward. Nothing like my bearer. And
Thank you.
It's turn. It is Way's turn. So it is going to use a effectively, it's going to be using altered versions of your abilities. Alright, so from the water, a giant burst of water, like a water whip, comes out and strikes at you. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, at advantage because of dodge, right?
Yes.
That is a nat 20.
Nat 20, so you succeed. You are going to take half damage.
I take no damage.
Because there
Evasion.
we go. Evasion for Monk. All right. You think it would have been a lot of damage. But because this is a dark way, it is going to do a multi-attack of that.
Okay. Well, this was why I didn't use Water Whip on myself, is because I knew I would have dodging it and whatnot. I was like, I can't do that. I just gotta wait for him.
Roll dexterity again.
Wait, is there still an advantage because of dodge, or no?
Yeah.
That is a 16 plus.
What is your save on it?
That is a 22.
Oh, yeah. You succeed. So it would be half damage, but evasion.
Yeah.
So no damage. As two water whips come out to try and strike at you, and you're like dodging
I got
them.
this level, viewers. It is coming in clutch already.
You're like as they're striking at you. Way is literally like in your mind, like, dang, you've gotten better.
It must have been that date.
Oh, you have someone to live for. And now it is Amaris's turn with Dusty on deck. Sorry.
Okay, first I gotta remind myself how long haste lasts.
I think it lasts a minute, right?
Yeah, that's 10 rounds.
A minute?
Yep.
10 rounds. Okay.
So we're
So
on
I
round
can do.
2.
Okay. So, as my first action, first I gotta look around to see where she went. And of course, she's right behind me.
Mm-hmm.
So I first am going to cast. Where is it? Can't really get that.
Why does the music sound like Star Wars? I was kind of thinking that, but it's technically so this is Pocket Bard music, and this is technically the Ancient Grove area and the combat music for the area. It kind of does sound like Star Wars. So, just a little bit. But yeah. Sorry, just had to confirm Roxy Bird's thoughts here.
Just a little validation.
Exactly. All right, Amaris, what are you doing?
I am going to cast Shatter at 4th level spell.
Alrighty. Casting it on her.
Yep.
Okay.
Constitution.
Right, well, let me decor, and we're gonna do a Constitution save. Nat 20.
You have got to be.
You know, she didn't even roll the blood dice for that one.
No, I rolled the digital dice. That felt pretty good.
Yeah, see, this is why Amaris is probably going to be the one to fail this.
I mean, statistically.
You gotta find Amaris's weakness.
I'm trying. I technically have not used this character to her full extent.
I respect the con save. That was a good decision. Because you only have a 1 + 1 to con, so.
Well, that is still 5d8 taken at half damage.
Okay, alright, so roll the damage.
Oh, that would have been beautiful!
Oh, that would have been half of
Okay, divide
31
that by 2.
is going to be 15.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just round it down.
Alrighty. And is that your turn?
No, I have more. I can do more. I have haste right now.
Oh yeah, because you got one more action.
Okay, so it can only duration, concentration, up to 1 round. Okay. So that only goes for 1 round. And then because of haste, we're going up. Hold on, what's this one?
Alrighty.
All right, so we're jeez, there's like, oh, I'm doing a blade flourish again. We're going to try slashing flourish again.
Okay.
That does not hit. Well, that depends. That depends. What I have on Amaris's sheet right now is because of... Oh, what was it? It was like that necklace. The color of the crystal veil. That's why her armor is the way it is right now. Does that apply to her doppelganger?
The color of the crystal veil?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Dang it. And that does not hit.
Dang.
And she is going to basically copy what you did
And Misty step away.
and Misty step away.
Alrighty. So I'm just pulling up the color of the crystal veil real quick.
So I can teleport 30 feet away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay.
6. But then I still have some extra movement, I do believe. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 60, 50, 55, 60.
Alrighty. And Seji, unfortunately, they're still working on it. Dusty's in a pretty good position. And yeah, that's where we're at.
Yeah, we're hoping to get the long shot after this. We'll see.
Alrighty. This is its turn now. You are within 30 feet of it.
I do have a question once you're done with this.
Yeah,
Turn.
absolutely. Let's see. It is going to cast. What's the highest spell slot that you have?
5th level.
5th level. All right. It is going to cast Flame Strike on you. Did not go in the chat? There you go.
Okay.
Alrighty. So I need you to roll as a giant pillar of fire goes and blasts down on you, Amaris. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
As this is happening, I am going to use Jack of all trades for this, so I can add half of my proficiency to rolling dexterity. So that is technically a 12.
12. Alrighty, so a 12?
That still fails.
That does fail. So you are going to take 5d6 fire damage and 5d6 radiant damage.
In the chat, Melody Wolf is going to give advantage to Amaris.
Oh, okay. All right, Amaris, make that dexterity save one more time.
That saves.
That saves. Alrighty. You're going
Thank
to
you,
take
Melody
half.
Wolf.
Melody Wolf has made us you take half the damage. All right. Alrighty. So you are going to take half of 38 points of damage.
No, that's.
Oh, Roxy Bird
19.
said advantage to Amaris again. How about on the next roll?
We'll do it on the next roll.
Alrighty, just
That's
know you have
still
advantage on your
19.
next roll from Roxy Bird. So half of 38 is like 19.
19.
Yeah.
Guys, I ain't gonna survive this.
You're like,
I
I'm
don't
too
know if I can
powerful.
survive this.
And then she is going to move the 30 feet right up next to you. And for her, and that's going to be the rest of her turn. As
Yeah, she don't have haste.
Yeah,
She don't get to do that.
yeah, she can't do anything else. It is now Dusty's turn.
I had my quick question.
Oh yeah, yes.
So when my opponent transformed into Way, did it get big? Like, how big is it?
Yes, it is a large creature.
And did it get closer to me is the other question.
No, it just shot out whips at you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I just was gonna have 3
Have this-
attacks going at it, basically.
I'm
Or 2
sorry.
attacks.
But you'll get him. You'll get him next round.
Next round.
Indeed.
All right, Dusty.
Okay. So Dusty, he is going to actually he pretty much he'll prepare his action. If he sees the creature betwixt all the snakes escape, he will run towards it and attack it using his pounce feature from the lion stat block to try and pin it back down and knock it prone. And then for his snakes, they're just gonna attack. They just start biting him.
Just a ton of snakes. They do have advantage because of flanking.
Oh my goodness.
So this is
the
gonna be a lot of
poor
D20s.
guy. How are we gonna do this? We'll just roll 2. Okay, I'm gonna just roll 2 d20s, 8 times, and
Sounds good.
we'll just take the higher of the 2 d20s. So the total will not be the actual number, just as important. So
Dang.
okay, and
2 of
all
them
of these
critted.
rolls are +4. So a 12 or higher will hit. So that's a crit, hit, a second crit, and that's there's more. And then one more hit. So 3 hits and 2 crits.
Okay, dang. Alrighty.
That's 3. It's 1d6 usually, so it's 3 hits is 3d6, 2 crits is additional 4d6, so 3, 5, 6, 7d6, which is just high enough that roll 20 won't let me do it from that one. Okay, 7d6, like that, and then it's plus the 5 that hit, so plus 10. So I think that's how I roll it. We'll find out.
32
Yes.
points of damage.
Yep. That's
This
gorgeous.
Dusty is looking worse for wear.
Very good.
Oh,
That
my
is the end of our turn.
Alrighty, so it is now the fake Dusty's turn, as the fake Dusty's kind of like, ah, crap. This Dusty is going to, I want to see this real quick. It's going to cast Wild Shape. And turn into like a little tiny itty bitty snake, to escape the restrained.
Okay.
And it's going to attempt to slither out from between them all. So what I'd like you to do, Greg, is I want you to roll a dexterity check at advantage. And he's gonna just roll a straight up dexterity check to see if he can slip past the snakes. Because there's a lot of snakes there, so you're definitely gonna get advantage on that.
Yeah. And it's the snake's dexterity check?
It'll be the snake's dexterity.
Okay.
And can you tell me the bonus on that? Because it'll be the same for him.
It's +2.
+2.
Yep.
Okay.
So that'd be with advantage. 5.
Okay, he rolls an 11.
He made it.
He
I'm
did.
so proud.
Just barely. And he sneaks past them. He is going to use his action to disengage from them. And he's going to go 30 feet towards you.
Nice. Do I see him moving towards me?
Yeah, you see the snake.
Okay, so that will use my prepared action to
Mhm.
pounce on him. So I'm going to make a... So Dusty, as soon as he sees him leave that pack, he's going to run 20 feet forward, and it has to make a strength saving throw.
Alrighty. Strength saving throw. That is a 15. Wait, what is the snake's saving throw for that?
It has to succeed on a 13. So it has to roll a 13 or higher.
Okay, yeah. 15.
Okay. So it Dusty attempts to jump on top of it. He wasn't able to pin it down. And so now he's just standing there watching the snake.
Okay, awesome. And that is its turn. It tried to escape all the snakes and get to you.
And hey, it did.
There we go. All right, Nuri, your turn with Douse on deck.
My mouse thing was on the wrong screen. Nuri is going to... How far away am I already? I'm gonna back up, but I'm not sure how far is okay. What the? Okay. So, I don't want to encroach in that space, but I'm gonna go. Bling, up to there. Yep. Nuri is literally like brushing off the webs. She pops her knuckles and she's like, "Alrighty, this is gonna be a long fight." And she starts to run and she's going to reach into her bag. And as she does, she pulls out her short bow, pops in her arrow, twists, and shoots.
Okay, alrighty.
And I don't think it's gonna go well, but we're gonna try. Okay. Not too shabby. Wait, do I get
Yeah.
to add my proficiency bonus to hit? Because I'm proficient with it?
Yes.
I don't remember. Okay. So it is...
I was just realizing that this is gonna be like a fight of counterspell if it's just
Yeah.
spells.
That's the thing.
She can't use a spell because she'll get counterspelled.
And then
Yep.
this person can't use
It
a
is-
spell.
It is exactly that. That is a
I want to
wizard
see
battle,
this
yes.
fight just deteriorate to Nuri just fist fighting Nuri.
Punching each other in the face.
I love that.
Okay. It should hit. It's like 14.
14 to
Yes.
hit.
My armor class is 12, so that hits, right?
Yes, that does hit.
Haha! Cha-ching! With my 1d6.
All right, roll. This is gonna be a long battle.
Kaboom! 4 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
And I load up my next arrow.
Alrighty, the girls are fighting. Ooh. Alrighty, this Nuri is gonna take a chance. She is going to cast Fireball at 5th level.
I'm gonna counterspell that with my scroll so it doesn't use up my spell slots.
Counterspell scroll. Not bad.
Ka-chow! Okay, so I'll put this in there.
So it'll have to equal or beat a 15.
Wait, can I see that she's casting Fireball? Like, do I recognize the hand gestures as Fireball?
I mean, you probably could.
Okay. And then I will cast Counterspell at... Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Let me read the rules real quick on this, just so I don't mess up. Okay. I will cast it at 5th level, so it fails.
You cast a spell using a spell slot of 4th level or higher. The interrupted spell has no effect if its level is less than or equal to the level of the spell.
Truly.
You're
Bam,
like,
5th
Truly.
level.
no! And this
Not
Nuri's
happening.
Like, this Nuri's like, really?
Rejected.
Up in my house.
Rejected. Okay, she's literally like, okay, well, I give up on that avenue. It's time to fight fire with fire. Okay. Okay. So what she is going to do... Okay, sorry, I'm just making sure. Okay. That is going to be... Does she not have... I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. That's going to be her turn. Yeah. That's it. She tries to cast Fireball. She's like, yeah, Fireball! And then she's like, oh. Come on. Alrighty. Like oh my gosh, the watch your tone. Okay, it is now Douse's turn. Douse's, you are now fighting the giant way, the dark way.
Yep. So Dowson's first things first, he'll use his bonus action to summon his Tentacle of the Deep, which he normally doesn't get to summon, but he's doing it now. There's just so many bonus actions Dowson gets to use or to choose.
Alrighty.
He'll summon that on the other side of this giant way.
Okay, if you just want to like draw a circle, and then you can move it around.
Ooh. Boop.
There we go. Perfect.
Yeah, I can move it. Okay. And then Douse will come and approach. So The Tentacle of the Deep, when it is first summoned, lasts for 1 minute. It should be able to make an attack. Make a melee spell attack against one creature within 10 feet of it. So that is 13 plus, I forget all the time what I use for my spells. Because it is Warlock, that would be my Charisma modifier, right?
Yes.
So that's just a flat 13.
13. All right.
Unless I get to add proficiency.
No, I don't believe so. I think it's just the flat 13, right? Or no, because it's spell attack, because you're trying to hit it, right? So it's spell attack bonus, so you do get to add your proficiency modifier.
Okay. That's 17.
Okay, well, I mean, I think your AC is a 12 anyway, so...
Well, yeah, but this is way.
Yeah, that's true, that is way. It does get buffed.
I thought my AC was supposed to be technically 14, but for some reason it doesn't.
Is it a 14? Because
yeah,
of the robe you have?
Well, the robe plus also because I'm like the monk dexterity, it hasn't like been calculating that into it.
Yeah.
Or the
Okay, so
monk
14.
bonus. Yeah.
Alrighty. So you strike and you hit.
And it's 2d8.
2d8. Alright, roll for damage.
Yes. It's a little therapeutic for Douse, because he now has a physical thing to release a little bit of the pent-up fight that he just had with her. But he doesn't say anything about that.
He's like, alright, let's beat this guy. Well, beat way up.
Alright, so that's 8 damage from the tentacle.
Okay.
And then he's just going to punch. Just a normal punch.
Alright, roll the hit.
That is, I think, 13.
13 misses.
Alright. I know I used my bonus action, so I'm gonna double check if Flurry of Blows is bonus or not. Flurry of Blows immediately after you attack action, you can spend a key action to. Yeah, that says bonus action. But I do get to attack a second time anyways, because of second attack. So I do get 2 punches. And the second one is a 22.
Oh, dang. Alrighty. 22 does hit.
That's 1d6.
Yeah, Lady Noir, the one and only
Plus
time
2.
you'll be able to slap away. Alrighty.
That is another 8 damage.
8 damage. Alrighty. Alright. Douse, before it goes to Darkway's turn, you hear your Way's voice in your mind. She's like, oh, I can do a lot better than that. And you realize she's not referring to you. She's referring to the Dark Way. And suddenly you feel like stronger and like enhanced. And you feel like water like pouring down all over you. But it's not like uncomfortable. It's like you feel invigorated, like you're back in the ocean. You also grow to the size of this evil way, but not in the way that you're thinking. It's more of like this giant like dome of water around you. You are going to get an additional +1 to your AC, and you get an additional 1d6 damage as a damage dice to everything you hit.
Starting next turn.
Starting next turn. Mm-hmm.
So an additional d6. Yay!
Yep. Additional d6 and an additional +1 to your AC. As Way is like, oh, excuse me. I can do much better. So now you're like watered up.
Douse has a lot of health, so this will help.
Mhm.
A lot of health. It's just gonna like.
So this Douse, or this way, the dark way, as you are realizing, you kind of can recognize now that you're like, now that you see what's happening, you think that the other Douse didn't necessarily vanish, but was enhanced by its dark way.
He gave in to temptation,
Mm-hmm.
forcing me to do the same.
Hey, but for you, it's not so much as like taking over. It's just enhancing you. Alrighty. Okay. So this one, for oh my goodness, is also going to cast Tentacle of the Deep to attack you. This will be a dark blue. Oh wait, did I do that wrong? My goodness. There we go. As its Tentacle of the Deep is going to strike you. So what is the bonus to it again? To hit? Well, you're muted.
It's a straight +4 because I have a 0 in charisma, but a 4 in proficiency.
Okay, it's a 12 to hit.
Heh.
Misses. And then there's going to be a punch coming from within. As the Douse inside is going to punch you. He punched and he hit. He punched hard.
It hit. Not so hard.
6 points of damage.
Right. It is a d6 +2. I don't know if you...
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, you did.
Alrighty. As you get struck by that. So your AC right now is 15, I believe, right?
Yes, that's with Way's additional thing.
Okay,
I
perfect.
edited it.
Alrighty, and that is its turn. Now we go back to Amaris.
It doesn't use its second attack.
Oh
Okay.
wait, it has a second attack?
It has a second attack.
Okay, actually, hold on. It's gonna attack again.
Nice. Not only is he humble, but he's also virtuous.
Oh wait, hold on, sorry. Wrong one.
He doesn't need the
No.
Harbingers tokens.
Yeah. They're unnecessary.
Sorry, it's being silly. Nat 20 to hit. Double
Ow.
damage. That is 8 plus 6.
14.
14 points of damage.
I still did more.
You did do a lot more. Alrighty.
By like 1.
Man, there's a lot of nat 20s tonight, guys.
Did you include the 2 in our initiative order, Greg?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yup, got them all.
Oh, gotta catch them all, right?
Yup.
Alrighty, now it is Amaris' turn. It seems like Amaris is like the only one struggling right now.
I am the only one struggling because I keep rolling low.
It's so sad.
Okay, I have a plan,
Here.
but by doing this, it is going to drop my concentration for haste.
That
So
would
you'd be
make you
sluggish.
You'd be sluggish. Might not be worth that. You like lose a turn or something like that, don't you?
Yeah, basically. It makes so you're incapacitated for a turn. Well, not I think it's incapacitated, but basically they have advantage on hitting you, and also you can't take actions for your next turn.
But
So-
this will cause there to be difficult terrain.
But she can teleport.
She
What do
can
you
teleport.
think?
Only 30 feet though. The thing with this is that it is a 20-foot radius. So
The question
and
would
we lost
be,
Sierra.
yeah, Sierra just vanished. But the question would be, what do you think is Amaris's greatest strength, and what do you think is her greatest weakness? So how can you either?
That's what I'm trying to find out, but she
I
keeps
know.
rolling too high.
She is.
The dice.
That's what it is. Maybe that's the weakness. It's the
Her
dice.
greatest, her greatest
The
strength.
dice.
The dice. Her greatest weakness, also the dice.
The dice.
My weaknesses are wisdom and strength.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything.
There's one
would-
spell that I haven't used that targets wisdom that you have.
Oh, no.
I was saving it for like
Okay.
the around.
For a rainy
It also
day.
is,
It is
it
a
is a
cantrip.
concentration.
When you reach 5th level. Okay, but that's only 2d4 of damage targeting wisdom there.
That is true. It would be really funny if you and your doppelganger got into a roasting battle, though. I think there's something that would be really
That would be hilarious.
You got
It's
into
like,
a roll
all right, you know what? I know my weakness. Shink. It's my pride. All right, let's start. Let's go.
Let's do
You
this.
and me right
I
now.
like it.
You could totally do something like that if you wanted to. And if you don't have any weaknesses, then this is going to be a harsh fight.
It
However,
will be.
just because you put down the sword doesn't mean it has to.
Right.
Yup.
Yeah, but it is a version of you. That would be
Fair
funny
enough.
if you're
Okay,
like,
then.
dance
Here's a
battle.
question for you. Here's a question for you then. Does it have the traits of the half-elf? In other words, can I charm it or not?
It technically does have the traits of the half-elf, but with half-elves, they get advantage against being charmed. But you do have a -1 to wisdom, so, like...
I do have a -1 to wisdom. So,
You could try... I know what spell you're thinking of.
That honestly is not a bad option. I mean,
I think...
It's not the
do you want
worst
me to?
option.
Do you want me to say the spell you're thinking of?
sure.
Compulsion, right? That's
I am looking at compulsion right now.
Yeah, I was looking at that one too. I was like, ooh, I could totally target her with this, especially because she's concentrating on haste right now.
Yep.
Because here's the thing: a target automatically succeeds if it cannot be charmed.
Yes, but they get advantage
Which is why I'm asking.
against being charmed.
Yeah, you
You're
can
gonna-
still be charmed, even with
Yes.
the half-elf features.
There are some
Just
creatures that are
hard to get
immune to charm. Like vampires are immune to charm.
Okay, so
Um,
hold on. Which one was it?
So essentially, elves have
through
Fey
this.
ancestry, so they can't be put to sleep by magical means, and they also have advantage against being charmed. They are not immune to being charmed, but they have advantage against it. I know.
There's another spell that I have.
I like
I
seeing the
can
creativity
find
of
it.
what you guys think of. All right, chat. What are you guys thinking? Is Amaris,
I
Or I
appreciate the
guess-
C1 class readying advantage for Amaris.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Everyone's readying advantage for you right now. So, you know,
Okay,
actually,
but I
the
will-
audience could impose disadvantage on with their audience inspiration on her
Wait, no.
roll for the compulsion if you wanted to do that.
That is true. It would be
No,
just
no,
a straight roll.
Compulsion is the one that I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I can, like, I have a chance to charm a creature who cannot be charmed. Compulsion is that one.
Mm-hmm. That's if you wanted to use that one. We're not forcing you to use that.
I know!
But the audience can give disadvantage to this creature as well as advantage to you. Ah, yes. Seji is going, okay, disadvantage on the doppelganger.
Just all of it.
Alright, so on the next roll, Seji, you're using your audience inspiration for the next roll on the doppelganger. It will have disadvantage.
Okay.
Alright, and Steve.
I might have a.
I'm so sorry if I pronounce it wrong. But he's also giving disadvantage. So if it's the one that it has advantage on, then I'll say it gets disadvantage because 2 people are using their disadvantage. So it's gonna cancel it out.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do to get the maximum that I can from this. First, we are using Misty Step because I do not want attack of opportunity.
Okay.
On here. So
Misty
first off,
Step?
Misty Step. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We're going to go here. That was a bonus action. Next, we are going to use Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
Okay, so
Fantastic.
this is a wisdom saving throw one. So
Okay,
Yes.
so she will have disadvantage on it.
With haste, she can actually
Well-
cast the spell twice in the same turn. Because it is a cantrip.
I could, but I've got a plan here. This should work.
Oh my gosh. Disadvantage. She would have rolled a natural 20, but she rolled a 2.
Let's go.
Yes.
That's Sechi on the disadvantage first. So we'll take Sechi's up.
Okay. So with that, which she feels weird about this because she's basically saying it to herself.
Yeah, you're insulting yourself.
I'm basically insulting myself. Okay.
Yeah. Love it,
So,
Seji. Yeah, she's doing great.
Oh no.
Seji
It does
is
become
giving
treasure.
Amaris inspiration for coming up with such an elaborate and creative plan to take your doppelganger down.
Oh,
Epic.
thank you. All right, so Vicious Mockery. Let's see. You may look like me. So she's gonna be like, you may look like me, you may be able to copy my moves, but you are not me. I can control you. And that does basically 2d4.
Mm-hmm.
And that is max.
Oh,
damage, a
max
full
vicious
8 damage.
mockery.
And it has disadvantage on next attack roll. Wow.
So since that was not concentration, I still have one more turn where I will use compulsion.
Okay. With compulsion, and it has disadvantage on its save for this. Wisdom saving throw. Oh, that one's cockeyed. Oh, okay. That is a 3.
That fails.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Oh my goodness, guys.
On a failed
this is
save, a
wild.
target is affected by the spell. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your turns to designate a direction that is horizontal to you. Each affected target must use as much of its movement as possible to move in that direction on its next turn. It can take its action before it moves. After moving in this way, it can make another wisdom saving throw to try and end the effect. A target isn't compelled to move into an obviously deadly hazard, such as a fire or pit, but it will provoke opportunity attacks to move in the designated direction.
Alrighty. Oh. Sorry. I use a fidget spinner to like help me focus, and I lost one of the pieces again.
No.
So my husband's helping me find it. Sorry, guys.
Do we all basically have something that we do, like,
Yep.
as just a way to focus? Because like you have your fidget spinner. I don't know if people notice this on there, but I draw.
Oh, Dane's got the cube. The cube.
It's got the
Oh.
cube.
Also, charmed creature can't attack the charmer or the target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. So they can't attack you anymore, basically.
Does the spell end if she attacks the charmed creature?
It does end, I believe. Yeah, until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action.
Tie her up.
Yeah, you could tie. Actually, yeah, you could just tie her up.
Have her lay down and then just.
Like,
Yeah,
let's
you-
let's.
You
let's
could
play.
do that,
But she's charmed.
essentially.
Is charmed.
Yeah, haste concentration drops. So on your next turn, you can't take actions, but they can't attack you because they're charmed by you. So you just kind of fall onto the ground. Biggest roast of all time, takes control of them, falls over.
Oh my gosh, and you're like, all right, now I'm sleepy. You found it. Thank you.
And that is my turn.
Alrighty, perfect. That was epic,
You
honestly.
could also tell her to just put her weapons down. Just be like, put your weapons down. We're friends.
Tie yourself
There you
up.
go. Tie yourself up. I don't know how well that would work, though. You can't really get a good knot to try and, like, restrain yourself.
True.
Alright, it is Dusty's turn. We're going back to the petting zoo over here.
Petting zoo time.
Woo!
Okay.
Oh,
this
wait,
is a very
I forgot.
dangerous petting zoo.
Evil Amaris. She just
Oh, yeah.
stands there.
She can't do much though.
Yeah, she's not doing anything, so she's like, I'm compulsed by you. And yeah, that's her turn. So now it's Dusty's turn. Back to the petting zoo.
Epic petting zoo time. We're going to have Dusty use a bite attack against his other version. This has a +5 to hit, since it's one of his lion features. So he's just going to try to bite himself. It has the snake AC because it's wild shaped, so that does hit. Regular snake's AC is 12, so that may just drop it out of it. Since it was a small snake, it may just drop it out. I don't know how much.
So you can hit it. Roll for damage because it will like take the wild shapes damage, and then whatever extra will spill onto the original
That
form.
is 1d8 + 3, so 10 total.
10. Okay, so it transforms back into evil Dusty, and it will take 7 points of damage.
Okay. Then the snakes are going to begin. They're going to come back. It thought it could escape the snakes. It could not.
But at least it's right next to you.
Yeah. First one's going to try to constrict it. You're going to try
Okay.
to constrict it
So
first.
it has to roll a strength saving throw?
No, the snake has to hit it.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be. It has advantage because this is an attack roll.
So it is flanked.
That will be plus 4, so that does hit.
Alrighty.
And it will take 1d8 + 2. And that is 6 points of damage. and then-
Alrighty.
Now it is grappled and restrained again. It thought it could escape. Incorrect.
It's like, come
Almost.
on, give me a break.
Okay, the rest of the snakes will come up and attack. I can just wait. Watch this.
Oh my gosh, there's so many. I'm moving that snake there though.
Yeah, move him there. Okay.
This is what he gets for not summoning his own snakes in.
Yeah, I know. He should have done that on the first turn. Oh wait,
Well,
I went first with the nat 20.
Yeah. He
Okay,
couldn't do much.
Here's the 7 rest of them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Any of them are +4. 12 minimum will hit. So that is so many dice. Okay, 1 hit, 1 crit. 2 hit, 1 crit. 3 hit, 1 crit. 4 hit, 1 crit. 5 hit, 1 crit. So 5, 6, 7 again.
This might be the end of him, guys.
It might be the end of him. And
Roll
this
for
is
damage.
This is +12 because 6 are hitting this time instead of just 5.
Alrighty.
So, 37.
Oh my god.
37.
That gets. Oh my gosh, that like overkills him.
Nice.
So they.
Can I take his heart as well? Can I take his core? I'll take 2, please.
They all strike and pull, and there isn't really like a core to grab, unfortunately, because it's just like dark, murky water, essentially, as they strike and bite, and he just vanishes into the water. And we'll get to what happens next in just a minute.
Epic.
Alrighty. As this evil Dusty is now KO'd. Oh wait. I want to not do that. I want to do that. Alrighty, it is now Nuri's turn. Nuri. What you gonna do? You gonna shoot? You gonna shoot her again?
Nuri, will grab another bolt and she's gonna go, you seem like a lovely person. And she's gonna just like, as she pulls it out, nick herself a little bit so there's a little bit of blood coming onto her arrow. She goes, I really just don't have time for this. She's gonna cock it back and I'm gonna use my spell scroll, Finger of Death, and she's gonna shoot the arrow, but as it fires, it's gonna turn into necrotic energy.
Oh my gosh.
So if she tries to stop this one, she has to roll a 17.
Oh my gosh.
But I have to roll a 17 to see if it even works.
Actually, she can't because she used Dispel on this round. She can't use Counterspell. Because she used Dispel on her last round.
Wait, no, she'd still be able to because it's a reaction. I think, right?
I don't believe that's how it works, but I would leave it up to the DM. I'm pretty sure that's because in a round you have your action, bonus action, and reaction. You could use your reaction on your turn if the timing was right. But even until your next turn, the actions, bonus action, and reactions reset.
I think I'll rule with that for now, but we'll look into the specific rule just to double check it.
Yeah. Wizards rely a lot on like the shields and fire shields, but they also then cast spells on their turns.
Yeah, because I'm pretty
can do that.
Yeah, I think like your reaction, you can use a
It's
spell.
like a different spell thing.
Oh, that makes sense.
So I'll say she's not going to counterspell here, out of choice.
Out of choice.
I don't know.
She's like, take me, Finger of Death.
Wait, actually, so you make a good point. How the heck? Wait, I thought
it's one of the spell scrolls. You said I could pick any spell I want, and I picked Finger of Death. I was saving it for Nubian, but this is gonna take too long.
I'm gonna say this though: you
rounds.
cannot have wish. You cannot take wish.
Don't worry, I didn't take wish. There's all the scrolls I already picked are in there before I started the fight.
Okay, good.
I just picked wish.
I was like, wait,
She
hold
picked
on. That
Powered Kill.
that spell would break the game.
I rolled a 17 exactly, with like my bonuses on top for intelligence.
Oh my gosh.
That was so close. I almost wasted it.
So So she has to, if she's wanting to counterspell this,
She has to roll a 17.
Okay,
So
let's see. She's gonna counterspell. It's gonna be straight up unless one of the audience members wants to give
C1 class,
disadvantage.
Lady Noir do still have inspiration, as well as Jonathan, Nick, and Jams.
Lady Noir is saying disadvantage. Okay. We're gonna finger of death. Oh, shoot. That's a 9. She would have gotten a 19 with straight up.
Nice.
Thank you, Lady Noir. You saved me.
Lady Noir stepping up. Yes, Steve Weaver. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. I'll just call you Steve. We love you.
So as I pull out the bow, I fire it. It turns into necrotic energy, so like the actual bolt itself just kind of becomes the magic.
Okay.
And the fake Nuri is filled with searing pain as she is just hit with this arrow. And she needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I'm gonna start rolling the damage because whether or not she succeeds, she still takes some.
Okay. I'm gonna look at your Constitution save here.
It's not great.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to click that. Don't look at that roll. I was trying to see if I could click the gear wheel. She rolled a 7.
She fails.
She's dead.
I love how you use the finger of death on yourself.
I don't got time for this. It would literally take me 9 rounds to kill fake Nuri with an arrow.
Oh my goodness.
If I also rolled the highest every time.
Oh, it's not even average. That means it was 18 rounds for average damage.
Yeah,
that's
it would
crazy.
take forever.
I approve of the finger of death. I approve.
Okay,
also,
she's taking.
Thank you, Steve Weber, for the clarification. Yes, Nuri?
Sorry.
No, you're good.
So she's going to take well over her hit points because it's a base 30 points and then 7 d8s. And I've only rolled 4 of them and I'm already above 50. And,
so you're just eviscerating yourself.
And I rolled again. Yeah, it's definitely going to take her out all the way.
But she did.
She dead. I just...
Okay.
I was saving it for Nubian, so I'm kind of sad about this, but 9 rounds will take too long.
We're like, not doing
Nubian will be
that.
faster to kill than 9 rounds. So. I mean, if we kill him. Well, either he dies or we die, and it will be in less rounds than 9. That's how D&D combat works.
Okay. Alrighty. So with that, you shoot out the arrow, and the necrotic energy rushes forth with it, and it strikes her right in the chest, and you just like see her melt almost back into the water, and she's gone, and it is just you in the darkness, and we'll say what happens in just a minute. As we go to Douse now, as you're fighting the way empowered Dark Douse. The Dark
Douse,
way empowered.
Realizing that, yes, he is winning, but it is not much is going on. He's going to try a new strat, and he will walk through his little bubble up to the enemy's bubble, reach out his hand, and cast Destroy Water.
Oh! Okay.
It took me like a full second to register what that was. I was like, destroy water, but then I was like,
Okay, so there's nothing you have to roll for Destroy Water, right?
Nope.
It's
you either create or destroy water. Destroy water. You destroy up to 10 gallons of water in an open container within range. Alternatively, you destroy fog in a 30-foot cube.
Okay. So I'm going to say because this is a dark way empowered water now, I'm going to leave it up to a Constitution saving throw to it. Okay?
Alright.
What is your spell save DC?
My spell save DC. How do I calculate that?
It is going to be 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your spellcasting modifier, essentially.
Which would be
charisma.
So
Unless
8
you're going
plus
with
4,
the cleric,
so that's
then
12.
it would be wisdom. So you could go with the cleric one. Let's go with the
I
cleric
think
one.
you could go with the cleric one. I think I got this spell when I went with warlock though.
Oh, okay. So then use the charisma.
Yeah, because I used this with the purple worm, which is before I even got a level in cleric.
Nice.
So it would be 8, 9, 10, 11.
Wait, actually, no, this is racial bonus, isn't it? Because I'm a water genasi?
Oh, yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we do go with wisdom then. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'd say go with wisdom. Add your wisdom to it, so it'd be 8 plus 4 plus 2.
1. Oh, wait, no, yeah, 2, sorry. I was looking at intelligence.
Yeah. So that's 8. 13?
Yeah.
Okay. It fails. It got a 12 total.
There's also no damage tied with this, so I leave
Yeah.
that up to the DM.
No. You cast that, and you see it, like, for a moment, the water just goes still. Like it's trying to fight against it. And then it all disappears down into the water again. And you have defeated it! Dang! That's pretty wild.
Something's going to happen here. Either I will shed this dark douse of his protective shell and make it easier to fight, or I'm going to destroy it because it's attached to weight, or destroy it because it is dark water.
Oh my goodness. And Lady Noir says, inspiration to Douse for the creative solution.
It's pretty sick.
All
You just
right.
kind of killed Darkway.
You
We
got
talk about how it
inspiration?
was Darkway that died there. You just
Okay,
Just
so you're there.
destroy.
Darkway had the exact same opportunity to do it against me.
Yeah.
oh man.
Yeah, to be fair, like, these also are just purely created beings based off of yourselves.
Yeah.
They're new to you. So, you hear Way in your mind, and she'd be like, and she goes, that would never work with me.
Of course not. I mean, copies can never match the original.
Exactly. And now we go back to Amaris. So since you're the last one in combat, we're going to say the round passes that you aren't able to do anything or take any actions.
Actually, quick question for
Yes.
that round. Would pulling out rope from my bag count as an action?
Yes.
Dang it.
That's
So
okay.
in
You
that
have 10 rounds.
Yeah, you have 10 rounds. So you can spend one round.
Well, it just I looked at haste, and it says because like if it's going to be 10 rounds, that's just taking way too long. So I looked at it, and it says the target can't move or take actions until after its next turn. So technically, it only would have been 2 rounds.
Yeah. So your concentration ended on your last turn. So this would be the round that you lose actions, and then next round technically would be the round that you can move. You can take actions like normal again.
So yeah, so this round is happening where you can't take any actions. So you can't do anything. But since everyone else is out of combat, we're essentially skipping over them and going back to the next round where it is now your turn and now you can take actions again.
Okay.
Yeah. So your
Okay.
doppelganger is still under your command and is just kind of frozen where it is.
All right. Mars is going to take the rope out of her bag, come up to her doppelganger, have her like sit down so she's technically prone.
She sits down, wraps her like arms around her knees.
And Amaris is gonna tie her up.
Okay.
And like make sure it's tight. And then we are going to back up 20, 25, 30. And let's see here. This is going to drop concentration on her, which is why I tied her up.
Okay.
And made her prone.
Alrighty.
It's a 5th level spell, so right? This is this is a 4th level spell. No, it's a 3rd level spell. So I am just gonna double check something real quick to see if I can do a lot of damage here.
Ooh, Melody Wolf says put something in her mouth so she can't do any verbal spells.
It's actually smart. That takes somatic.
That actually is a good idea.
Just like take your shawl and just.
Actually, she is actually going to take her her muffler from her first outfit and shove that into her mouth.
Just, we're just gonna like, it doesn't really like have a mouth, but you can kind of shove it to, like, start to shove it, and you think it gets the point? Because it's like the outline of you.
Weird toothy maw.
So this one actually does not do damage, sadly.
Well, at this point, Amaris, you have technically overcome and defeated your person here as you tied them up and everything. And so in this moment, the water disappears back down into the water as you've now
dang it.
You
I was gonna do Flame Strike.
If you want to do Flame Strike, do it before it vanishes.
Yeah.
All right. It is at disadvantage because it is tied up and like prone essentially. It fails, so you get to roll 5d6 fire damage and 5d6 radiant damage. Oh, I wish Matt Mercer was here. He could do all the voices for the character, for my character.
That's right.
If this did not do it, I don't know what does.
Oh yeah, no, that kills her.
It's in fact that simple.
Yep. Boom! Fire.
She's just like I'm sick of this.
She's like, and we're done. And with that, she sinks back in. You're able to get your muffler and your rope back. Alrighty, everyone. As you have finished, oops, wrong button. As you have finished, as you guys have finally finished defeating all of your enemies here, your evil doppelgangers. Oh, thanks, Steve. You see the lights of the stars begin to brighten. And they get so bright that you kind of have to blink as it starts to get just incredibly bright. And suddenly the land around you is transformed. Thanks, guys, you're so sweet. Oh my gosh. And you are suddenly in this beautiful grotto. So with this lovely little creek flowing through with a little wooden bridge. There's flowers everywhere. There's these floating little dancing lights going around. And actually across, coming past you guys is this big pit bull, with dark black fur, just trots around past you guys as it goes forward, prancing across the way here. Let me put, we need to make sure, because Dane is with you guys. Here we go. Dane is there with you guys, and then let me get this little pit bull out here. Because it's such a cute. I don't know if I have specifically. Yeah, I don't have a pit bull. I have a golden retriever, but it is a pit bull. That starts trotting along over the bridge. As you guys are in this beautiful, beautiful place. It seems to go on for miles, just this beautiful meadow. Up near the top, there's this bright light descending out on this beautiful, kind of like a sun-kissed unicorn here, with beautiful, like, blonde locks. And I believe she's got, what, purple eyes? She's a pretty cool unicorn. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is the unicorn here.
I was already zooming in when you made that bigger.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
I started zooming in as well. I got jump scared.
She's a big unicorn.
Oh no. Awesome.
Those are purple eyes, yes.
Yes, exactly. As you guys enter into this grotto, and you guys happily are in this beautiful place, the pit bull looks back at you guys and kind of nods his head to have you guys follow, and it trots happily down the path.
Okay. Dusty will start following, but he's a lion right now.
Mm-hmm.
Dusty starts following, but he like pauses as he like looks back, and he just kind of takes a glance. Oh, everyone made it. Cool.
Yes,
and then
everyone's here.
He sees that Amaris is injured, and so he's going to transform back, and he's going to use sufficient spell slots to fully heal you. But we're low on time, so I won't worry about rolling.
Alrighty. Are you guys going to head forward?
Yes.
Oh,
no, I was just saying yes.
Nuri will first, like, once she, like, appears and Esmond appears, she will, like, wrap her arms around his neck and give him a quick kiss. And then, taking his hand, would start walking down the path following the pit bull.
Alrighty. And he gives you a loving kiss on the forehead, as well as he wraps his arms tightly around you, giving you a big hug first before you guys went down. Davdan seems really shaken, and you actually notice that there are claw marks in his clothes, like ginormous claw marks, like as if he was fighting like some pterodactyl. And he seems like eyes wide, like blood dripping from his cheek that's like got scratches all over it. He's kind of like, oh gosh.
Dusty will also go up to him and start healing.
And he's like, thank you.
Amaris is gonna go and make sure Amaris is gonna go over and just ask if he's okay.
He's like, thank you. I'm doing okay, but I think I know what skills I have.
Sorry.
He's like, that was kind of awful. And Dane kind of like goes over to you, Douse, and she's like, I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of like a healing battle. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of spells.
Mine was gonna be just a slug fight.
Oh, goodness.
Something else happened. It was very fun.
I feel bad for Shadow Dusty. I feel bad for him.
Oh, he was just brutally destroyed.
But as they're talking, Douse, but let's see how this progresses. He's gonna like, he'll grab Dane's hand, but he'll also point over to Amaris and Davdan. as they're
Like, oh.
checking on each other.
I love it. As you guys all go, it's kind of weirdly like a couple's like date here almost, as with Dusty there, like, yeah.
Dusty third wheeling all
Poor
of us.
Dusty.
It's the couple's game show with Dusty as the host.
Wow.
I'm standing next to the dog. We're friends. It's okay.
Yeah.
We can have one plutonic relationship.
There we go. The dog just kind of.
Is the dog female? Dusty can wild shape.
The dog is male.
Nope.
The dog
Nope.
turns to Dusty, and it just kind of like happily seems very happy. As it trots up towards the unicorn, kind of like goes around her leg, and then turns to face you guys, and just. And the unicorn seems to almost like smile towards the dog, and she looks at you all. She goes, "Well, isn't that just mighty fine that you're all here? Good thing y'all passed the test. I'm so happy for y'all."
Thanks. I'm happy we all passed as well.
Well, I am the harbinger of humility. And my name is Inara. You can call me that.
Okay. Good to meet you, Inara.
I assume you're here for my token?
Indeed. It's kind of important for the whole world-saving bit. I don't know if you've been updated, but...
I've heard through the grapevine. If here is a good companion and is very good at hearing a couple things. Well, without further ado. And she dips forward, her horn dipping towards the ground, and her horn touches just the barest hint of the dirt in front of her. And from this grows this beautiful bluebell flower. And she goes, "It's yours to save the world with."
Awesome. Thank you. Dusty will reach down and pluck it from the ground. He'll actually hand it back to one of the people. He'll call out who isn't holding a token already. We don't want one person to hold them all, just in case we get caught somewhere along the way. Any takers?
Nuri will look to Douse.
Sure.
Yeah.
Reaches out, just hands it to you.
As you guys hold this, you just feel the energy and the power that radiates from this token. Douse, as the holder of this token, you have the ability to cast Faithful Hound once a day, every day. And the hound that appears is always going to be this little pit bull, and the pit bull's name is Ith.
Ith.
Mm-hmm. ITH. Just Ith. And you hear a ruff, ruff coming from the pit bull. And with that, Inara says, "Well, wouldn't want to keep the world waiting. I heard you're on a tight schedule." And with that, she claps her she claps her hooves on the ground, and in a flash of light, you guys are back in the cave.
Ha! The lights!
Yeah, it's dark again.
Well, that's cool. Let's return to the ship, I suppose. Can't dilly-dally.
And with that, we will end tonight's session. Sorry we went a little bit over tonight, guys, but did Mike Tyson name Ith? No. I actually have no idea where that name came from. I wrote it down months ago. I was like, all right, the dog's name is Ith. I don't remember where that one came from. But yes, thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you guys had so much fun. As for those of you who are new to the game, we welcome you guys and we are so happy. One of the fun things about Harbingers is that it is an interactive game. So if you guys want to give the players inspiration for something cool they did, then you can do that. If you think one of the audience members said something awesome or like something really funny, you can give them audience inspiration. Like, audience inspiration is what's used to affect the roles in the game. So audience inspiration is totally awesome to be flying around everywhere. You guys can give it to each other all the time if you want. But we love you guys so much, and but yeah, we hope to see you guys again 2 weeks from now, as we will not be here this upcoming Friday night because we are going to FanX. So if you guys want to see us in person, come meet us at FanX. We're super excited to see you guys. And with that, the question that if you guys would like to answer in the comments on YouTube to get a point of audience inspiration, the question is, what do you think the token will be for the Harbinger of Hope? If you answer that question in the comment section on our YouTube video, then you will get audience inspiration for the next session we have. Also, Steve Weber said, Nuri gets inspiration to begin next session because her great explanation of the finger arrow. Love that.
Yep, that was solid.
Oh my goodness. So Nuri, you get a point of it. You get inspiration from
Thank
Steve.
you.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Also, Melody Wolf said a necklace of hope, so you get audience inspiration. And C1 class, an earring of destiny. I like this, guys. Alrighty. So you guys get audience inspiration for the next game. We're super excited. We're gonna do a little outro here, which is technically our intro video because I haven't finished the outro. But we love you guys, and we can't wait to see you guys hopefully in person next week at FanX. But the Harbingers will return the week following. So we love you guys, and we'll see you next time.